to the just submitted national budget. This is the official position of the Citizens Movement for Change. For those of you joining us via the various platform invited here and following us on radio, Truth FM in Olover Radio, Truth FM in Secretary and other radio stations across the country, we want to say you are wholeheartedly welcome. We now want to take this time to recognize our party officials here present. And on behalf of the party, we want to say you are wholeheartedly welcome. At this point, we will join Honorable Musa Hassan Belete, political leader of the CMC, for a statement representing the Citizen Movement for Change, directly discussing the recently submitted national budget.
Thank you. Hello, Liberians. The 2026 national budget before us is not just a document of numbers. It should be a mirror reflecting our nation's soul. Sadly, instead, this budget tells the story of a government that has mastered the art of taxing and spending, but forgotten the sacred duty to build and serve. This is an eating show budget, crafted for spectacle, not for substance, deception, not for development. It is a budget of illusion, built on fantasies and inflated by lies. The government proposed 2026 fiscal year budget proudly declared over 1.2 billion United States dollars in expected revenue. Yet, nearly 17% of that amount, $200 million, comes from a one-time payment by ArcelorMittal in 2026. Ask yourself, can a nation be built on a single windfall, mortgaged on the hopes of corporate generosity? We think not. And that's why the government's budget projection for fiscal year 2027 and 2028 shows a drastic reduction. When that windfall dries up in 2027, who will the government blame? Who will they tax? The market women whose daily earning average less than $2? The motorcyclists who are already burdened by levies? The teachers, nurses, law enforcement officers who, according to recent surveys, earn below the regional minimum wage and live paycheck by paycheck? Is this fair? Obviously, we think not. The projection of $10 million in contingency revenue from asset recovery force has been positioned as a means to boost our national budget, pushing it beyond the $1 billion mark. This maneuver is a clever illustration of the shameless inflation of the national budget, which we view as an eating show budget, where speculative and unrealistic revenue streams are used to increase government spending. This is especially so in light of the fact that the Asset Recovery Task Force has done next to nothing towards prosecuting cases in court, less proving possibility or probability of its ability to collect on these projections. Using one-off revenue windfalls to fund ongoing expenditures or disperse it across numerous projects will only provide temporary relief without addressing Liberia's fundamental development challenges. Instead, we believe that dedicating such funds to establishing and capitalizing an agricultural investment bank represents a much more forward-looking, transformational investment. Such an initiative will not only support the 60% of Liberians working in the agricultural sector, but also set the country on a path towards sustainable poverty reduction and inclusive economic growth. Fellow Liberians, the 2026 figure do not represent responsible budget and prudent fiscal management. This is betrayal disguised as policy. The government calls this fiscal expansion growth. But we in the CMC call it what it is, reckless indulgence. Consider these facts. The legislative budget has increased by 25% from 41 million to almost 52 million, even as basic services remain underfunded. The national security budget has been raised by 45% to $151 million, an addition of over $15 million, with little or no increment in police, which is the first defense of security and protection for the people. No report, no achievement marked, even while violent crimes and domestic insecurity remain rampant. 3. Bureaucratic compensation consumed over 27% of the total budget, now increased from $315 million to over $227 million, a difference of $14 million. Yet, the sector that employs over 60% of Liberians and has the highest potential to feed our people, generates sustainable revenue stream, agriculture receives barely 1% of the national budget, less than $14 million, and far less funding under the $14 million is far less funding under the presidential advisor, meaning all the presidential advisors make more money than the government of Liberia invests in agriculture. 1% for farmers and 27% for bureaucracy. 17 out of 18 state-owned enterprises listed in the budget annex failed to submit financial plan for review. This undermines the integrity of the national budget process. It is a clear violation of the public financial management law and leads to a lack of transparency regarding these entities' financial position. Consequently, the government cannot adequately and accurately assess or plan for necessary fiscal report, making the overall budget less reliable and increasing fiscal rate due to unknown obligation and exposure. These are not signs of growth. They are symptoms of greed in this Liberia we want. The question we ask, is this the Liberia that we want? Is this the promise we made to our children? A future of dependency, debt, and despair? Are we being told? We are being told that this is a budget meant to rescue the nation. But now, how can it be when it neglects the very hands that till the soil, teach our children, heal our sick, protect our nation? The CMC offers a different path, a bold, honest, and people-centered vision. Our contract with Liberia, we call it the people's budget. And it rests on these three sacred principles. 1, development with dignity, investing in human capital, not political capital. 2, Liberia first economics, turning our natural resources, our natural wealth into national prosperity. 3, replacing, not repairing, breaking away from old systems that reward incompetence and punish productivity. Under the CMC People budget, we shall address the following. Increase education funding. The CMC will significantly increase allocation for education by up to 15% in our first national budget and 20% in our second budget, with the goal of meeting the minimum required by international best practice. By doing this, we ensure that every child has access to quality public education, modern educational facilities, and well-trained teachers. We shall implement entrepreneurship programs and vocational training that link education directly to jobs. This contrasts with the current government's limited investment in education. Agriculture. The current budget unfunds this critical sector. We have a duty to support our farmers and invest in our food security. In addition, the Maputo Declaration, which Liberia is a signatory, requires that all African countries spend at least 10% of its expenditure on agriculture. We shall fulfill our duty to the Liberian farmers and in compliance with the Maputo Declaration by raising agriculture budget to $120 million, up from the current minuscule $13.6 million. This would allow for support to agribusiness startup and value chain development, fostering private sector innovation in agriculture. 3. Investment in healthcare. The CMC will increase the current expenditure in health by $50 million from the proposed $101 million in the budget in order to modernize hospitals that will provide improved access to quality health care and free primary health care. Investment in infrastructure. The proposed budget includes $133 million for infrastructure. This is woefully inadequate to address the critical and urgent infrastructure needs in the country. Today, only 15% of rural roads are passable year-round. We will increase the expenditure to $220 million, which will be used to develop and extend rural and feeder roads network and build bridges that connect our economy and our people. Additionally, we will invest in technology to enhance our government efficiency, monitoring and evaluation, and create opportunities for public-private partnership to build and maintain critical infrastructure, including schools, research centers, and rural roads. Investment in macro and small medium enterprise. The CMC views the development and sustainability of SME as the bedrock of the Liberian economy. Thus, the amount of $16 million proposed in this budget is inadequate to promote private sector growth and development. We shall increase this amount to $32 million in direct support and credit guarantees. How will CMC pay for this increased budgetary allocation to education, agriculture, healthcare, and infrastructure? 1. Cutting fraud, waste, and abuse. We will adequately capacitate oversight bodies to audit public expenditure and identify inefficiencies. B. The current government budget allows excessive compensation for lawmakers and senior appointed officials. We will propose legislation to legislate salary cap at $5,000 per month and train inflated salary of senior appointed public administrators by 40%, making public service about service to the people, not personal enrichment. We will propose legislation to require verified asset declaration for all public servants prior to assuming elected office or being confirmed by the Senate. We will implement whistleblower protection programs and transparent reporting mechanisms to encourage the exposure of malpractices. We will regularly review procurement contracts, public spending, to eliminate redundant or unnecessary expenditure and require publication of details of all awards made. Additionally, we will reintroduce bulk purchasing for all government equipment, supplies, and machinery in order to benefit from volume discounts. We will order audit of all large taxpayers going 5 years back in strict accordance with revenue and finance law to ensure compliance and increase domestic revenue collection. We will reduce the overall government wage bill by streamlining bureaucracy, ending unnecessary positions, and focusing on service delivery, not political patronage. By reducing the wage bill and capping top government official salary, we will redirect resources to essential services, cut waste, and make government more efficient and accountable. Improving digitization of expenditure efficiency. We will deploy digital platform for real-time tracking of government expenditure, enabling greater transparency and reducing leakages. We will adapt e-procurement system to streamline public purchasing and prevent corruption. We will digitize beneficiary registry for education and agriculture subsidies to minimize duplication and ensure targeted delivery. Tax improvement administration. We will modernize tax collection, including the adoption of integrated digital platform. We will enhance staff training and capacity building within Revenue Authority. We will streamline tax procedure to reduce compliance costs and encourage voluntary participation. Increasing compliance on real estate and corporate taxes. We will implement comprehensive property registration and evaluation to expand the real tax base. We will enforce stricter penalties for tax evasion and avoidance, particularly among large corporate entities. We will launch public awareness campaign on tax obligations and benefits of compliance. Increasing benefits from natural resources. We will conduct comprehensive audit of all concession and mineral development agreements going back 10 years to ensure transparency, fairness, and that the Liberian people benefit from our natural resources. We will review all concession and mineral development agreements and, if necessary, renegotiate terms to protect national interests and ensure equitable terms for Liberia. Security sector scrutiny. We will scrutinize and justify every dollar spent, ensuring security funds are used efficiently and for genuine national protection with adequate transparency. All savings generated from reducing fraud, waste, and abuse and system improvement will be systematically redirected into agriculture, into education and agriculture. To ensure successful execution of this reform, CNC will employ a phased implementation plan that will include 1. Decentralized.
Honorable Ruby, you are toi sama. Par cette meilleure, c'est Thiago. Tu n'es toi. Tu es Abougué. Tu n'es soi.
Iron Lady Records, sweet sound.
Patwa Bagobo,
Loaka.
Nakusano Patwa Bagobo,
Loaka.
Patwa Bagobo, Usabeleno, Patwa Bagobo, Patwa Bagobo, Musabeleno, Patwa Bagobo.
After addressing the Republic of Liberia today, the political leader of the Citizen Movement for Change joined us here tonight on the Heat Hour program as we discuss some national issues in Liberia, coupled with some of the achievements that the Citizen Movement for Change have done over the past weeks and months. Join us here tonight on the Heat Hour program as We will be in conversation with Honorable Musa Hassan Belite, the political leader of the Citizen Movement for Change. Again, folks, welcome. My name is Junior Payne, your regular host of the show. And the CEO is already in the back. The show has been relayed on Voice of Tapeta in Tapeta City, Nima County, and also Voice of BKS in Butu Town, Nima County. It is also to my knowledge that Truth FM in Sackler PA City, Nima County is also relaying the show here tonight. If you're just joining us, we ask you to please share the show with other people. Invite somebody to listen alongside you here, Vic Sibling, on the Heat Tower program. But before we bring on our panelists, while our guest is still in the back, let's bring you some just 2 or 3 major updates here this evening. The Grand Bassa County Health Team has officially received a brand new ambulance from the Grand Bassa County Local Administration funded through the County Development Fund under the Social Development Fund. According to the Ministry of Health, this important addition will strengthen emergency referral services across Grand Bassa County and offer crucial support to nearby Riverside and Sano counties. And of course, these two. The House of Representatives has started reviewing the proposed Impeachment Procedure Act of 2025, introduced by Nima County Representative Nyaji Flomo to clarify how impeachment cases should be initiated and handled under Article 43 of the 1986 Constitution. After its first reading, lawmakers sent the bill to Judiciary and Good Governance Committees for review with a report expected in 2 weeks. And of course, Vax said here this evening. Let's try to bring you Vic's one. If you're joining us too, we ask you to just tell us in the comment section where you're watching us from, and let's be able to recognize you here on the show. The Citizen Movement for Change political leader Honorable Musa Hassan Belite labels the 2026 draft budget. We'll be discussing all of the things he said here tonight on the show. He will be giving us more update about that. This is from the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission. Let's bring you this one. The Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, LACC, has confirmed the rename of 3 individuals, Mr. Peter Taylor, Mr. Aliu Kamara, and Mr. Moiski K. Douna at the Vanjama Central Prison following a ruling by the 10th Judicial Circuit Court in Lofa County. We will also bring you more details about Vic's story as the shows unfolds here Vic's evening. The Commercial Code of Liberia has issued a writ of execution against Edward A. Sue, proprietor of Gico Building Material Store, on UN draft, ordering the seizure and sale of his asset to satisfy a debt of $282,569 owed to the Nicholas M. Fire. We will also bring you more details about Vic's story as the show unfolds here Vic's evening. Let's bring you this last one too. The Supreme Court of Liberia has postponed its scheduled hearing into a writ of prohibition filed by lawyers representing former Finance Minister Samuel D. Toure and several co-defendants. The hearing, originally set for Tuesday, November 11, was deferred due to unforeseen circumstances affecting 2 members of the bench. Chief Justice Yami Kwekwe disclosed that Associate Justice Waka Cannon recently returned from medical leave and was advised to rest, while Associate Justice Sianen Clinton Johnson is mourning the loss of her mother. And of course, that's it here, Vic Steven, from the update scene of the show. Let's bring on the CEO. And of course, I think our guest is already in the back. The CEO is here too. Good evening, CEO. Welcome to the show this evening. How you doing, Chief?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Jay. Thank you for the show. Thanks for all the hard work that you do. I know our people are appreciative of your work, the dedication, and everything that you put into this. We, on behalf of the platform, our audience, BKS family, we want to say thank you. Welcome to our Pop Jacob from Tapeta as well. I know yesterday We had a little late appearance there, but the honorable has some tight schedule, and thankfully he was able to fit us in today. But it's gonna be a great discussion, from the
I mean,
budget.
mhm.
Yeah, go ahead.
Today's show would be great because imagine this was like the state of the nation address, and giving
Yes.
us the opportunity to interview him. It means a lot. It means a lot to the platform. It means a lot to all of the panelists and everyone associated with this platform. So we are all grateful for that. Mr. Bantu, welcome to the show. See you back to you, Chief.
Yeah, I appreciate that because as you know, they have other. He even stated that yesterday. They have other media platform that would have loved to have him after this speech. But again, being son of Nimba, he chose our platform to come on right after his speech. That speaks volume, and we are all appreciative of that. But yeah, great things. It's going to be a great discussion. Uh, Ranging anywhere from his developmental initiative across the country, his plan for the country, his plan for CMC vision to the to the budget, the discussion, which is the hot topic now. Also talk about his statement he made today. I think he said something about the budget. It's an issue budget. I'm just paraphrasing. He also outlined plans that he would recommend, the vision for CMC when it comes to approaching the budget. He gave recommendation in his speech. If you listen to into detail, we're asking those questions and line by line, and we look forward to having a really, really good conversation here tonight.
And so that's it, folks. If you're just joining us here this evening, you are listening to the Heat Hour program here on BKS TV. On the Heat Hour, we say dialogue and our confrontation. We say words and bullets. Let's recognize our followers who are following us on Facebook and YouTube this evening. And those of you to listening to us via radio on Voice of Tapeta, we want to say good evening and welcome to the show. You are listening to the Heat Hour program on BKS TV. On the Heat Hour, we say dialogue and our confrontation with the words and our bullets. Melvin Walkman is watching us this evening. He said, "Thank you for the update." Fuma Tori is also watching us. He said, "Vote CMC collaboration." Genesis Bemi is also watching us this evening. I'm pretty sure Genesis is watching us from Bone County, Bangor City. Genesis, welcome to the show too, my brother. Say Bakaya is also watching us this evening. He said, "Wow, I'm closely following from Seklepi, Nima County. Thank you so kindly, Chief." Thank you too for also following. Say welcome. And of course, we have Prince Wisa also following the show this evening. Prince, he said, "I'm a proud citizen watching from Ganta City, Nima County, but I'm not well this few days." A speedy recovery to you, Prince. Welcome to the show once again. Samuel Semuna Dole is also watching us from Sanikole. Simona, welcome. I don't know whether that's Simuna or Simala. Welcome to the show. Elijah Zulu journalist is also watching us from Grand Bassa County. Elijah, welcome to the show this evening. Please help us to share the show with other people as we will be in conversation this evening with Honor Musa Hassan Belete, the representative of Electoral District 7, and also the current political leader of the Citizen Movement for Change, CMC for short. Mr. Bantu, welcome. Let's hear you this evening. What are major updates from your end in Tapeta and its surroundings? Mr. Bantu, we're not hearing you. I don't know. Let me see here. You are perfectly okay from my end, but we are not hearing you.
When I hear you,
Mr. Bantu, we're not hearing you. I think you got to work on your mic and rejoin us.
What I'm saying is that the internet is so bad to the extent that every time you talk, we have a break in, and we're not getting you too clear from here tonight.
Wow, it's terrible. It's terrible. He
Yeah,
dropped.
he's having
And
connection.
so back to our followers, those of you just joining, Sonibor Williams. He said, "My name is Sonibor William, watching from Grand Bassa County." Sonibor, welcome. Papa Dennis is also watching us this evening from Ganta City. Bo Community, welcome to the show, Papa Dennis. My friend and brother, Ma Betty's son, also known as Grace Silly, is watching us this evening.
Can,
Grace, welcome.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
terrible.
Well, I think that the problem we face here is the internet, the internet issue, you know. So we are having too much of break-in like that. We're not getting you too clear. Every moment you talk, we had a break in and so on and so forth. But albeit, we will still be there, and maybe the internet will improve, and then we'll go on with the show. But thank you so much for bringing us on.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jacob Bantu. Thank you for joining us here this evening, and also thank you for relaying the show as always on Voice of Tapata.
Yeah, I mean that means a lot. He has been doing tremendously well for us. Mr. Bantu, want to say thank you for being up this late and relaying our show to the people, the wonderful and the great people of Tapata. I want you to please convey this message to them. Tell them, say the leadership of BKS is very, very, very appreciative of all of them, all our listeners. I want to say thank you to all of them, even your staff and other team members there at the studio. Yes, so our guest will be joining us shortly. He was in the back and he's just
okay.
confirmed.
You're welcome, BK. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So, folks, welcome again. If you're just joining us, you're listening to the Heat Hour program here on BKS TV. On the Heat Hour, we say dialogue and not confrontation. We say words and not bullet. In tonight's edition of the show, we'll be hosting Honorable Musa Hassan Beliti, the representative of Electoral District 7, Nima County, and also the political leader for the citizen movement for change in Liberia. Honorable Beliti join us here tonight to discuss some trending national issues regarding the proposed national budget of 2026. Today, he held a press conference on that budget, and we'll be discussing it here tonight in details, coupled with some other national issues too as well, and also some of the recent developments done by CMC. All of the tough questions. So if you have questions for the honorable man, whether political question, any other question you have for him, and you're listening to us, you can type it in the comment section and we will be able to relay it to him too as well. It's 32 minutes past 9 o'clock in Liberia, 28 minutes up to 10 o'clock. We are still here. We'll go over this break and we'll come back. We usher our guests in the studio. Stay tuned and keep listening.
Honorable Ruby Kuyayotwasama, Pansete Mayor, Santiago, Dilatua, Dia Abu Gay, Dilasua,
Iron Lady Records, sweet sound.
Patua Bangobo, Nakusano Patua Bangobo, Patua Bangobo, Patua Bangobo, Patua Bangobo, Musa Beletuna, Patua Bangobo, Patua Bangobo, Patua Bangobo, Happy go Freeman, Negus on the way, Patua Musa Belete, my boy, Patua Bangobo, Station number 7, Patua Bangobo. What you are me, Mazingo me, Mano. Let us join together and build this street network. yourself. Oh.
We buy can so bow. Boy, ne said of can you what do I? Can you what do I? Can you what do I? Boy, ne said of the station top no on essaie de Congo Moene kanu paduae kaka soko mumu tamulo kanu padua kango tere
mule kede motanyo la ayana awe usabilite ilaga udie wonu balwe the person Jerry Yagawe Kayamwe
Baba Durabo Zoza Watu Agbagoe Ade Musa Bilete Durabo Yenuna the senator para Queen Zoza Watu Ata Bibita Menu Dodo Mesalie Kanu Watu Agbagoe Yanu ye senator para Queen Musa Belete Yanu They say we make what do I senator
if you are from someone in Nibakante, let us stop discrimination, tribalism.
Let us stop discrimination, tribalism, and all of that. Welcome this evening to the show. Welcome to BKS TV and welcome to the Heat Hour. This show has been relayed on Voice of Tapeta in Tapeta City, Nima County, and also on Voice of BKS in Butu Town, Nima County. And it's to my knowledge that it's also being simulcast this evening on Truth FM in Secla City, Nima County. As we said in our intro, we will be hosting Honorable Musa Hassan Belete, the political leader of the Citizen Movement for Change. And tonight will be a really, really heated conversation. Honorable Belete, if you are ready, we want to say welcome to the show. How you doing, Chief?
Thank you to everybody. Good evening to everyone in here. And good evening to the people of Nima County.
Welcome. Should I say it has been a long day for you because the entire press conference and all of that? How you doing, Chief? How was it like today?
It's a normal day in the life of a politician.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to school. I'm in law school this morning. Then I went to my business, spent 2 hours there. And then went to session. And then went to the party headquarters where we issue a statement on the budget. So it's gonna be a big day tonight. Yeah.
So before we come to the budget, let's start with, the other previous issue first. You've been traveling of late around the globe, from America to other places. What were those things you traveled for, and what are those things you brought back to Liberia for the people of District 7, for the people of Nima, for the people of Liberia at large?
Well, it was a mixed trip. I traveled. A friend of mine is not well, so I went to see him. And I used that to also conduct a few business, trying to venture into new areas of business. Just to survive when you're in the jungle, you gotta keep finding a way to survive. So we're here. I'm back home. I hopefully next week I'll be on my way to China to inspect our yellow machines, and which will be arriving in January next year. And then I'll go to Canada for some family event for the Thanksgiving, and then some CMC event later where we're going to meet there. And then I'll go on to Minnesota where we're having a CMC Global Leadership Workshop retreat. Well, so busy, 2 or 4 weeks, 6 weeks.
So while you were away, the government through the Ministry of Public Works issued a statement to your political party regarding the breach in Bond County. And I think I listened to the minister, and he said the breach you wanted to do in Bond County was because of campaign. You wanted people to vote for you from that end. That's why they are sending you to another place to go and just inspect another breach and carry on the portfolio to them so they can grant you the permission to construct a bridge. Now you're coming with 26 yellow machines in the country. Do you think you will use those yellow machines when the government is stopping you already from constructing bridge in Bond County?
I'll try to be very calm tonight. So I think the Minister of Public Works needs to be the technical craft, and he ought to be. We desiring to build a bridge. It's not about our capacity, our technical capacity to build a bridge. It's about our financial capacity to build a bridge. Sometimes people speak as though they are so smart and they are so intelligent, and they turn out it sounds dumb, because hey, if our BKS is here, if Musa Berede, who is looking for popularity, come to say, hey, BKS, we breaking ground for your Saturday, I give a free land or clear the place for you for Oasis, with the construction. Does that make the entity BKS a property of Musa Berede? No, it doesn't. You have to. I expected that minister to have written me a letter to say thank you. He did not even put that in a letter. To say, we get and thank you. This is what we need. As Ministry of Public Works, we don't have the capacity to do everything. So when we see people want to do things, we encourage it. Let's assume that we had technical issue. He's behaving as though the place he said now is in his farm. But his attitude is arrogant. Because what he should do is to say, oh, Mr. Berede, your intention is great. There are some technical requirements that you don't have. But we're here. That's what we're here for. We'll provide you those. You need this. Come sit down with us and let's make it work. That's service to people. He will carry his benefit as a good public servant. We will carry our benefit as political party. His respect will be there. But if you get a breach and you don't have money for, he is not an elected officer. I am. He's not privileged to the national budget. I am. He has no matter what authority he claims to have, he has no power to cast one vote for the money that he's using. I do. So I know how much money in his budget. I know what it is for, and I know that there's no money for that bridge. So in the end, I expected him to say, "Oh, Mr. CMC, what we are happy for is your intent. There are things that you didn't do, but you know what? We have the technical capacity. Will help you to achieve that, so that our people." Just imagine, even if it is 20%, the government will carry that credit. In the end, I mean, he's depriving the government of an opportunity to be appreciated by the people. People are saying, you know, based on what you give me, I don't have, you lack certain things, but you know I will help you to achieve that. Because that's what I'm here for. His arrogance, it's all this tabata he's talking on radio. Does that translate to the people that die in that water, their life? Does everything he's saying translate to that bridge being built and sitting down, you know, in an aurora of arrogance? We are the authority. We gave you the authority. Where I sit, we gave you the authority. So I have more authority than you have. But it's not an exercise of authority. At some point in time, it's about the people. So as a minister, I expect him to say, CMC, there are some technical, is it a lack of technical capability that we don't have bridges across this country? No. It's a lack of financial capacity. So we bring what you don't have. Why can't you bring what you have and add it to what we bring for the benefit of the people? You sit there.
Before you conclude on this question, I need to make a follow-up to this. The ministry asked the CMC to present a blueprint. And what I want to know is, why will you go to present a blueprint when the particular bridge in question is in budget according to the Ministry of Public Works?
I will pay. I sit in a capacity of privilege. I have access to the national budget. He lied. There's nothing on the budget. He lied. It's a blatant lie. There's nothing on the budget. Like I said, Guinea needs to, you know, that's him. You know, that's his style. That's how he behaves. All he needed to do is to get off his butt and get in the car, come to us and say, I'm here. You lack certain capacity. That's what I'm here to offer you. Let's go. This is what needs to be done. Let me see what you have, and what you don't have, I can help you. Guess what? You could have even stolen the show from us. You could have gone and said, the CMC came to build bridge, but they didn't have certain things. The government provided them that thing. It becomes difficult for the CMC to say, this bridge here will get it 100% of our government intervention. But when you take people who spend more time in that sense of arrogance, then it costs the government. All this bad PR was not necessary. All he needed to do is, look, not because I'm from Nimba. Everything I done in Nimba. The Ministry of Public Works has an officer in Nimba County. I don't know if they are changing now, but the guys were there during the previous government. As soon as we said we're going to build a bridge, the man drove straight to my house and said, I am the public works representative in Nimba County. Anything you want, any technical support you want, we will give it to you. This superintendent, this government in Nimba has done nothing to prevent us from doing the things we do to relieve our people.
I mean, we're not in the same government. You know, I don't let to pray. I just come from criticizing them. But I'm happy to praise you if you do the right thing. If I call the superintendent, and we've never even had a situation like that, there's no way, all of you here from Nima, there's no way that I will go to build that bridge that we built in
District 5, Booyah.
District 5. Booyah. Could you have imagined come here and say, Musa, don't test that bridge. Until you can't bring yellow print, you call it a blue print. But she will give any support. If I had a problem, as far as our road issue is concerned, we have zero problem in Lima. They play the president of Liberia is coming from. Our machines are there now. Zero problem. Where it's coming from. Yeah, that's your job. You are incapacitated. You don't have enough money to do it. If somebody come, you got more than 10,000 bridges to build. Even if Gideon become minister of or remain minister of public work for the rest of his life, he will not even build 25% of the bridges we need. Somebody say, let me go build it. You can say, how can I help you to make it good? I don't know. Unfortunately, that's what we have to deal with. But for me, I spoke to Senator Boy today. I have even spoken to the Vice President of Liberia on this. And he did say to me that he was going to do everything he can to make sure that, this issue is resolved. When the letter was sent to me by the minister, I sent it to the Vice President. And the Vice President said, well, then I'm going to call now. The Senator called me today. I called him. And then he called me about his session. I called him. And I told him, I said, Senator, let's work together for the benefit of our people. Politics is a very dynamic thing. There's no need for CMC and yourself. And he said, no, I have no intention to do anything to stop you from doing. In fact, I'm putting myself in the middle to make sure that, you go ahead to do this bridge. It is that kind of thing that we're looking for. But for a minister, I wish I never even have to respond to him because I think he said today was so annoying.
I listened to one of your, again, Honorable, thank you so much for coming on the show. As you can see, you have a lot of followers today, very popular. People missed you yesterday. And I have to say, our show is hot tonight. A lot of people are following. I want to say thank you so much for making up the time. I listened to one of your clip. I'm just injecting you. I listened to one of your clip where you say you are not in any competition with the government. The government got thousands of things to do, thousands of bridges to make. Wherever that they don't have time to go, they're where you would take your equipment and go. That's why you say in one of your statements. I have to applaud you for that. As far as the Bon County Bridge go, I know Junior's going to ask this question here, but to follow up on his question is, when you started the process and they had a problem with it and they had this quote unquote budget allotted for it, they shouldn't have made you bring people in. They should have just said, hey, stop that bridge, don't do it. We already got budget for it. But it made you, from what I read on Facebook, they made you present document, some other things, and then it later came up now and said, you know what, we have budget set up for this, which there's no way in 2025 or even the upcoming budget yet that is allotted for that. So, but again, welcome to the show. I know you're
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, Honorability, still on this issue of road construction. You got passion for roads. And the people have named you Barrow Medicine for a reason. Now, bringing 26 yellow machine to the country where you've been stopped from constructing bridges across, let's say, bridge. Don't you think that when you go to Lofa or other parts of the country, the ministry will still come there to stop you?
When they stop me, I'll pack it. No problem.
My brother, I sat with the president of Liberia 3 weeks ago, and one-on-one, and he said, Musa, you are one of a kind. I'm quoting the president of Liberia. For any Liberian to take their own money to help their people the way in which you are helping your people. You know what he told me? He said, I owe you a visit in your district because I did not make the trip to go and open the bridge. Because you know that bridge, before it was open, the ferry that was on it, whatever the people were using to move around, was donated to them by the vice president. And he said, you know, I owe you a visit. So just put that, you know, in your calendar. When you have a big event, invite me, I will join you. That's the man I criticize every day. You understand what I'm saying? But you see, politics has levels. When you not reach to a certain level, you can understand it. So I understand. I'm building bridges. By the way, we just concluded the procurement process for the bridge that will connect our District 9, Nimba Kante, and District 1, Bon Kante. That will be the longest bridge we'll ever build. That's about 62 meters. You connect Nimba, that's the Tiawan Gongo Bridge. We're building that also. What that will do, Ali, if you live in Monrovia, you start to, I call this place, Palala. In 45 minutes, you'll be in Tapeta. You will not go Ganta. You will not go Seklepier. You will not go Louis. You will not go Peto. You will not go Zole. You go straight through Zikaba and Tapeta. That's all we want to do for our people. I'm happy the player I come from, called Nimba Kante. You can cost them, you can say whatever you want to say to them. But when it comes to development, they do not discriminate. They hear you for it. If they can hate you, but you have development, if they step in front of the development, their reaction will be different. I'm proud of that. The representative for Bon Kante District 1 walked to me today in a chamber. He said, Chief, he said, when we start in the way, I look forward to anything, whatever you want me to do to make sure that that work goes over problem. I beg you, let me know. So we'll do that. We're going to, next year, we're going to be in Beirut. We're going to connect Nimba Kante to Riverside over bridge. Okay? We're going to Sanu. My wife is from Sanu. We're building a bridge there as a tribute to my family from the southeast. You know, we're way around. Okay? That's the way I do my politics. The politicians, there are some people who put Liberian in their car. When they reach somewhere, they say, I always say the truth at the people. There are some people who buy t-shirts, they will come. And there are some people who go and run propaganda against other people and try to destroy them. Everybody has a different way to do politics. My politics is, I want to look at the condition of the people and don't ask them for anything. And look at what they want and do for them. And in their celebration, tell them, oh, since I've finished doing this for me, do this for me. I think they'll be happy. That's how I do my politics. I do not apologize for that. It's better than trying to destroy other people. It's better than trying to bring about tribalism. It's better than trying to divide and conquer. So I make no apology for it.
Thank you again, folks. If you're just joining us, you are listening to the Heat Hour program. And tonight we are in conversation with Nur Musa Hassan Belete, the political leader of the Citizen Movement for Change. Let's go over to you now, CEO. Your 2 questions. And after you, we go to DK to Siawete to my brother Cyrus Dakwa.
You know, we appreciate, on behalf of the people of Buya, we appreciate your developmental initiative. You know, I spent some time in Buya out there, the bridge that is connecting, that is in Lepura. There is one of those historic bridges we have. That has been like that way from a very long time. I mean, since I was a very young person. So seeing that bridge over there, that's huge. We want to say thank you so much for that. And I can say for sure that whatever's happening in Bon County, it can happen in Buya, because Buya people, I don't see anybody that's going to stand in front and tell us, say, you know, that bridge is not going to be built. But I want to say thank you so much for that. Now, you gave your speech today. You talk about I think you refer to it as the people's budget. Listen to it. Great speech. And I have to, first of all, agree with you and most people that I believe the budget that they passed is overly ambitious with the way they have it set up. But that's story for another day. But based on you talked about, your proposed budget will focus more on cutting waste, and then using that money to spend into in education, agriculture, putting in place other system when it comes to technology and all that stuff. I don't know what plans you have in place, given the fact that our system, as we all know, Liberia, the system is very hard to maintain. What system you have in place, or what process you have in place for achieving this goal? It's a very good thing, cutting waste and all those wasteful spending, to be able to divert those money into agriculture, education, healthcare, and infrastructure. What would be a plan that you have in place to have this done?
The plan I gave you today, I'm sending you a detail. I'm sending you the plan itself.
Okay.
The speech itself.
Okay.
And in the speech, you see that, for instance, that speech is a teamwork. You see there,
right?
A whole team of experts sat together to come up with that. It's also a policy statement. Now, I'll give you something. Meta still give us 200 million.
Right.
That is not a recurrent revenue. The government of the Republic of Liberia put in the budget $13 million for agriculture. I went to school at the economics. That's what I studied. Minor in banking.
Right.
The soil we have in Liberia is better than the oil we claim to have in the sea. The thing the soil can do for this country, nothing else can do for us. If we take that $2 million, which is a windfall, because it's a signature fee, and say we're opening an agriculture bank.
Yeah.
200 million United States dollars available to every one of you here to go to your village, your town, to make farm. It has so many positive ripple effects. The first impact is the pressure on the US dollar.
Our monetary system requires 300 million United States dollars just to import rice every year. That represents more than 40% of our United States dollar requirement annually. Under the law of economics, which we call supply and demand, that demand for 300,000 US dollars is going to plummet when we don't have to import rice anymore. And we produce rice in Liberia. The demand for US to go for rare goes down. And what goes down with it? The value of the US dollar.
Right.
You know something else comes up? The value of the Liberian dollar. Because it's the rule of supply and demand. When you demand more US dollar, then the US dollar becomes expensive. When you demanding less US dollar, the US dollar becomes less expensive. We sell that rest to ourselves in Liberian dollar. Do you know what that means? And that 200 million United States dollar is not going to disappear in 12 months. That the way this 200 million is going to disappear. That money will be there for you and myself for a lifetime, and it's going to keep going up because it is an investment into ourselves, our future, our soil. You BKS will come and go to Buyao and look at a 1,000 acre of land. Let me give you an example. It will take you 800,000 United States dollars to cultivate 1 acre of cocoa. Okay? $800,000. First class, high level acre. 1,000 acre of cocoa land, it will cost you 800,000. Guess what? A gross revenue of $1.6 million is what you will get for the next 35 years.
Wow.
So let's say that $800 million is in a bank. I mean, that 200 million. BKS, Wayne, Setaway, Saras, Ama, all of us will get together. Gentlemen, let's found one company. We call a Nimba Agriculture Union. Everybody get 20%. We go to the bank, they get $3,000. I mean, $3 million. We say, oh, we have 4,000 acres, we want to do this. In 3 years, you will be making almost $5 million a year for the next 35 years. Do you know the meaning of that to the economy of Nimba? Imagine that springing up everywhere. So how can people not think and say, we got 200 million, say we're not going to use for it. Let's just inflate all the expenditures. The national security, 15%. $15 million increase in national security expenditure. Today, the police director was in the chamber. His budget last year for operation was $400,000. This year, they reduced it to only 20,000. So where all the money went? Gentlemen, the vision of a government, the vision of a people is in the budget. The budget is the most important instrument of any government. We have an opportunity. This government has an opportunity that many governments have never had. When Ellen Johnson said it, was it Ellen Johnson said it? When they signed the new meter stick contract, you know what they did? They gave each lawmaker one car. That was all. Here we are. We got $200 million for us to make one lifetime investment just to make sure that you put in the budget. And then in 12 months, that 200 million will disappear. Guess what? Guess what? Go in the budget. 2027, the budget is 200 million short. So you create a growth graph for yourself that goes up in 2026 and goes down. And any movement down is considered to be regression in politics. We the one who come to you to say, our country last year we made 1.2 million, 1.2 billion. Yeah, now the UP government, they can't even raise that same money. I want, amen. Is that what you want? Or to say, we're taking this money, we're putting it on a contingent. We open an act, open a bank. There are Liberian professionals across the world, trained as bankers, trained as agriculturalists, trained as risk manager. You bring them, you open that bank, Nimba, Lofa, Bon. Those were the hub, agriculture hub. You open the branches there. You open one in Grand Chile. You open one in Bath across the country. The first thing you now do, you use 25 million of that money, you build the branches. All the money our people got in the Susu, it will move on in under the bay. It goes. Do you know in Nimba County that there are people, for instance, in my district, where they go to his blacksmith shop and fix iron, big iron.
Put that money inside.
If I allow all on the air, you know what I'm talking about. That will solve that problem. And you know how our women work hard. When the people start making cool now, they say, let's go for farm because there's a agricultural bank. They'll give us money. You know, Nema people, they get pride. When they go in that bank, they take that money. They will work hard to bring that money back. Especially when the bank tells you, say, don't worry. You bring the money today, tomorrow you can't take it again. Me, I don't want to be living by my interest. My brother, the banks in this country, you know how much money they invest here? Only 25 million. Only Eco Bank has a higher, something around 100 million. All the other banks, 25 million. Eco Bank, LBDR are much higher. So you get 200 million to open one of the most efficient, proficient banks. And you can even force all government payroll, all government revenue to be paid in that money and further boost them and do business with yourself and be independent. Then you go take that money and say, we gotta eat it. It's not right. I know people will play politics. So for the CMC, we say that money should, and that money should go in a bank. So that we establish the agricultural bank, and then that means that money will never be lost. Chief, today we are in November, right? But then next year, that money will be on paper, will be gone. Is that what you want? No. It's not what you want. But that's what the rescue folks want us to believe, that they have done some genius. And they reached to Juja land, they reached to the utopian figure, 1.2 billion. At what cost? You can't they be smart a little bit? Ingenious? And build. We got Nimba County, Bon County, our people struggling. All the banks are stuck up right there in Kanta. They can't even go to Sanikole, they can't go to Tapeta. Our people stay hard money. So the children that are doing the drug, the Zoko, they go, they bust, they are harassing the poor because they know the people having the money.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, we're Nimba people, so we have a lot of questions about Nimba. So I'm going to divert here a little bit. So on Spoon TV last night, it was alleged that you had a meeting with our VP, who's also the son of Nimba. Again, I was quoting Spoon here, and there was some allegation about you compromising, having some discussion about, CMC and all that stuff. So while you're on here, you have this time. I want you to share light on that. Speak to that because it was a hot topic yesterday on Spoon.
So I guess the statement I made the evening should defeat that allegation anyway. Because if I was someone like me begging and the money, I was causing at the government, then there's contradiction.
Yeah.
The second thing is, CEO, I don't do politics like that. The vice president is the highest political officer in Nimba. There will be no time, even at our most difficult point of disagreement, that he will call me and say he wants to see me on about it. I'm older than him, but he's my leader. He's the vice president of the Republic of Liberia, his most senior officer in Nimba County. That respect got nothing to do with his age, and he is the leader of Nimba County. I respect it. I'm trying to remove him now. I want to replace him. That's my goal. I want to be the president of Liberia so that I can be the higher Nimba citizen. But until then, he is the leader. And because he's the leader, anytime he calls me, I'll go there. But I meet with him. I don't do secret meeting.
So that meeting you're talking about is not true. It never happened.
My brother, I arrived last night at 6 o'clock. I traveled. I arrived on Kenya Airways. I got in my house at 6 o'clock. My entire economic team was insisting that we meet last night to rehearse the statement today, so that I can read it and go over it and go over it. I didn't even go nowhere last night. First of all, I'm not a night person. I don't go out at night.
And that's why you even came late on our show last night. I think it was around.
Exactly. Yes. I was with the people downstairs. When I had to tell and say, you gotta give me 20 minutes, let me go and tell the people I'm sorry. So I did not mean it. The Spoon, sometimes they can miss me. When they miss me, then they do this thing so that I don't go there. Well, I didn't. I don't believe in secret.
Thank you. I'll stop there, Junior. Up to you.
Thank you so much. But before we go to DK, I want to make a follow-up question to the 2 million. Like you said, this 2 million is a signing
200 million.
200 million is a signing bonus for the government. Now, Senator Nyan Twayen have been advocating of late for ArcelorMittal to abide by the previous MDA before any other ratification. Now that the ratification has not been done, and those things that you guys advocated for have not also been done, and the government projecting this 2 million in the national budget, what say you about it? Is it like you guys going to sign or ratify the deal now?
That's not the question you're asking me. Because the last time I told you, I hope you guys know that Nya is my cousin. We have a family relationship. I told him he will make all that be more. When it's time to sign a contract, they will subdue him. I told him I support all his position on Meta Steel. But in the end, the rescue team will do what they want to do. I'm telling you now, the Meta Steel contract as it stands, I will never sign it. As Musa Bele, the representative of District 7. The budget as it stands, I will never sign it. The TMC is proposing amendment to the budget that was sent by the president. It will be read in chamber. If they make those amendments, I'll vote for it. If they refuse to make the amendment, you could have 200 million. I mean, Nimba, that your mountain gave 200 million to the government library. You get this song and you're not talking about it? I mean, what more should this country take from people? What more? What more? I mean, how dare they? You
you take my money, my endowment from God, and they gave 200 million. You can't even say these people then that let's get them 25 million. Let's do this for them so that each district in that country can get at least 1 million. I will never sign that document. So you should ask me. I told him, Nyana Makosi. I said, now you will make all the noise. The people will corner you. They will one change they will not make. Those people already finished making the tea. They don't care. They don't care for Nimba. They don't care for Liberia. Meta Steel has given them. You saw 200 million, my brother. Chief, you know what we're talking? That 200 million you saw.
Yeah.
God know what behind. That you must have did not see.
You know, the 200 million, you know, is there's no transparency in that whole 200
no.
million. You see the one.
How you will leave us? Look, Bossman, I just met the president of Liberia 2 weeks ago with the Nimba Levito Caucus. We carry a position. To him, he welcomed it and said that position is his position also. 2 weeks later, he signed bond fee. My brother, you collect bond fee, you have a signed agreement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We have been betrayed again. But you know, redemption is on the way. Freedom is on the way for Nimba. We'll redeem our country. CMC will build a Nimba that will be resilient, and that what is left of that mountain will be Nimba legacy will be there. There will be a university, a technical university that will surpass anything. Postman, go to Boma, go to Mano River, ghost towns of mines. We are ours. God bless us. We got back there and got it, man. Then you can't think that there was almost 30 years when Lanco was a ghost town. You can't think that that town will soon come back. The Pope brought a machine. The president went there to celebrate the bringing of a machine that the only thing it does is to increase the space at which they're taking our iron ore. That's all it did for us. They went and celebrated it. And here we are now. Nobody talking. Where is anybody going to let the caucus? $200 million. We have gone to the president and he has just showed that nothing will happen. Guess what? They have presented a budget and said, these people are going to give us $200 million. What are we going to say? I, Musa Hassan Belete, the son of a Mandingo man from Seknepe in Durangbe, and a Mano woman from Nyasai, will never sign that budget as long as the county that get that money is not respected and does not benefit properly. I will not sign it. And that means that still counterpart, forget it. Because me, I know nothing will happen. That means that still counterpart will not change nothing. The only thing they will change, that 5 million they used to give. I think they used to give us, I think 1.5 million. I don't know the amount.
Yeah, 1.5.
They will increase it small so that we can start fighting oil again, and they will leave off fighting, and they will be having feast on our mind. I will not stand it. I'm not coming back as a lawmaker. This is an opportunity of a lifetime for me, and I will want history to judge me properly. And if I win, I want Media Stick to know Nimba is personal to me. Anything that they do in Nimba, if I win, I will reverse it for the benefit of the people of Nimba.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. DK, over to you now. Your 2 questions. And after you, we go to Siawete to Saros to Krama.
Siawete said, "Now you're not talking." You're all the question for me.
Siawete, study.
But today, we balance
We balance on the. I can't try me here. You see my sister.
Oh no.
We stuck on your tower here.
In fact, yesterday before you could come, somebody look on the show and said, but the CDC men are here plenty now. So at least when people come in, when people come in, and they will know that they are. So we stay near a CNC person here, and when you send in all the CNC person, at least let the person be a female. We need a female.
Okay.
Yeah, we
We'll
need
do that.
We need
I
female
promise
here.
you we'll do that.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Make sure we'll do that.
Thank you, boss man. We need diverse opinion. Like
Thank
the
you.
UP men and CDC people, they hear plenty, so we'll need to change that the narrative.
Thank you.
Anyway, thank you. Thank you for your visit the last time. I think our photo went viral. And so everybody was like, oh,
I know I left your house, huh?
Yeah, they not John CNC or they not John CNC. I think no, I'm a big brother there.
Man,
Anyway,
they send me straight to Nima. Good people there it is.
Yeah, thank you, boss man. So my concern this evening will actually be in Nima. There's a debate that even your few appearances here, others will always say about Nima unity. That Nima unity, others have accused you of trying to divide Nima. It's a public record. And so that Nima unity have been preached across, for which I'm part of that. That all of us need to be united for the betterment of our country and the country at large. But here is my disappointment. Those who are at the front seat of that argument are the same person backstabbing one another. For instance, the Nima Solidarity Movement is headed by Honorable Richard Matoneke Tingban. Honorable Tingban, who heads that organization, Waymo Pay, former Secretary General and stalwart of the Unity Party for many years, who lived all his life sacrificing for the party, later became chairman of the party, stood his ground, rebranded my party standard bearer Joseph Boakai, was removed without cause, which is the prerogative of the president. But while Waymo removal was shocking to most of us is how did the vice president and the people in Unity Party know that Waymo was to be removed by the president and Tingban was recommended immediately? Do you have any story or have you getting anything from out there? Because your ears are everywhere. At least to brief us on this so that when we are going out there, putting our chest and everything before the bullet for Nima Unity, some of us will be putting one foot in, one foot out to know how the Nima Unity work across the country and in Nima in particular.
Nima Unity is the beauty. It's in the eyes of the beholder. Those who sit in position want to protect that position, they call for Nima Unity. But Nima Unity is an imaginary war. There's no reality in it. First of all, political opposition is not division. Otherwise, the fellow from CDC should not be talking to you, because then they become you. What you people did is not politics, betrayal. You join CDC, you spend 5 years with them. They turn over Nima County to you. You dance inside Nima County, dance inside Nima County. Last minute of time, you betray them. But when you betray them, there were Nimbayans that you left behind in CDC. Their faith was left hanging. So now the same people that will come today because they are in a place of comfort will cover Nima Unity. But just check their most recent history. I mean, remember now, it's funny. Take Dokubo for example. Dokubo was the #1 opponent of Joseph Boakai in 2017. allow my people?
Sure.
No. It was convenient for him at that time. So he did it. But that same year, there was a Nimbaye on the ticket of Liberty Party. There was another Nimbaye on the ticket running as president. In 2023, there was a Nimbaye on the ticket. Tewan Gomblo, he was running for president. It has become a convenient war. I just don't want our people to be carried away by it, especially our journalists. Let's just do our politics. Forget about the whole so-called Nimba unity. You know why Nimba unity is irrelevant? It's an empty talk. Any one of us, whether it is Amma, whether it is Shadrach, whether it is Musa Ability, whether it is Siataway, any one of us that have power, no matter what party, will take care of Nimba. Nimba is never in danger by Nimbayans. So the whole story of Nimba unity is a charade. I want to hear it. I want nobody to come near me with a Nimba unity story. I want Nimbaye. I want to be president. And I know God can count, so nobody can stop me. I'm going to run for president, and you'll start fooling the Nimba people with a so-called Nimba unity story. There's no Nimba unity. We are Nimbaye. Chief, I want you to appreciate this. Do you go anywhere in Nimba country and see a Nimbaye and stay far and there? No. We love each other. We love the place we come from. So what is this call for Nimba unity? When you talk over there, because they pay the sitting down, they are comfortable. Nimba unity. So the new meaning of Nimba unity right now, Jeremiah Kuna Bapetre. Anybody oppose Jeremiah Kuna? No. Let me put it properly. The new meaning of Nimba unity is Nimba da Jeremiah Kuna. Once you against it, you against Nimba. Really? No, I don't believe in that so-called Nimba unity thing. I believe in the Nimba that must rise up to have economic freedom. I believe in the Nimba that our roads must be connected, our villages must be lighting with lights and wells for safe drinking water, good classrooms for our children, good medical center for our women to deliver. That is the Nimba unity that I want to hear about. But the Nimba unity that is telling people, go now and maternal timber. I don't know if your confirmation finish. Let your confirmation finish. All that in our chat room, see what you were seeing there. They won't finish. A mock phone now, so you're not talking again. It's closed, gone. You know, that position is closed. It's suspended for now.
You're talking about the solidarity, Nimba solidarity?
Yeah, I don't know what it means. Nimba solidarity, it's gone. It's gone without position. Look, Mateo Timba, my man. Now, as I speak to you, ask him. Hear myself spoke, and his confirmation. I have a role to play, and I will play it not because he can be causing me on in a chat room, but because he's going Nimba. I'm not again. Look, the move we will pay. The poor material Timba. We will pay is a class act. I want to let you know. He's a good man. When they remove him, I went on social media. I said, Mr. President, this man is one of the best ministers in your government. The only ministry that never had any financial scandal. If you move that man, he's one of our best. And replace him with another son of Nimba. I don't have problem. But then think about, by the way, he has the qualification for that place. So I have no problem. But let us know why you move him. So that his reputation is intact. I was criticized, but that was my position. So I would have loved, and of course that was impossible if Honorable Timber had said, oh no, you can't move me and put my brother. I beg you, please put my brother back. Then Tana did now, Timber came to me and said, Musa, stop it, man. Don't support cool. Man, I will listen to that man. You understand? There are no for sure that is a real Timber need the fire. Because that was where I was going to know, yeah, the guy, he mean it. He was going to be, no way. I know that women, the way you fought for President Baka, even when we were against President Baka, women were fighting for President Baka. Women fought Ellen Stelly for 2 years for President Baka business. I can't let this happen to my brother. I can't let it. In fact, this would further devour our country. We're already trying to bring the Gio and the man put together. Then you go take job from Gio man. You hear the man, try to cut. Keep that job. I beg you, Mr. President. Then you call us now. I say, I beg you, don't go beg the president. Tell you no, if I will not call him, we'll call him the member picture. But look at that now, he finished calculating all the monthly contract. He did not make that time for that. He go up. You know, for me, if Timber had done that, and he came to me and said, Musa, I want you and Kun to sit down and talk. Believe me, I will listen to him. I'm not saying it would, but that would be inspirational for me. That would be inspirational for me. So he didn't do that, but he's qualified for the job. I call him, I congratulated him. He got a job, he's a minister. That John Palm bought always on John Palm. What it did to that man is bad. But as a politician, it's none of my business. According to the people, the Constitution, that the president prerogative. So, you know, my business. But that's a classic example that the Nimba Unity thing is just a figment of people's imagination. Because the man who was clamoring around Nimba country for unification of Nimba, God put on his lap a classic opportunity to personify Nimba Unity. He failed miserably. He took the job. The next time we saw Facebook, the people, he opened your wife was dancing on the water election. They showing that. Yeah, there. One village crying in Nimba, one village laughing. Yes.
Thank you, thank you, Chairman. You know, I'm a member of the Unity Party, so the Wemo dismissal.
You are a pragmatic member of the Unity Party.
Chairman, I was almost about to join your party, but the way you're hitting me now, I will stay with my party. Chairman, what am I done today?
Man, ask a question.
My last question to you, Chairman, on this segment is: I know a political party, opposition political party, a firebrand political party like you, as political leader, you are government in waiting, and any other political party. As government in waiting, political party will line up their best in case they take over the countries or take over power. Who are your first lineup? That at least when you announce them, the country will embrace them that, oh, Musa is ready. Musa is ready to move our country forward. If you are to become president today, who will be your first 5-10 nominee?
Will be the first minister. You'll be the first
in your kitchen cabinet. At least when you announce, then the country will be shaking. Can you be the first minister? Leader?
First of all, I will not appoint people the way in which people are doing it. There will be a vetting committee you know, you can be very qualified, right? But then your record, whether it's academic or your history of your involvement in certain things, we need to know that. And then, you know, we'll put that. What I do know is that every government appointment will be for 2 years. 2 years. Nobody will stay more than 2 years in my government. We have to circle around. We have to make sure the young people that are coming are not waiting forever. And that my government will not be an old people government. I will not
Chairman, I
be
didn't get that. You say your government will not be what?
an old man government. I will not be older than any of my ministers. I mean, no minister will be older than me.
But Chairman,
By 2029, by 2029, I'll be 60. By 2029, I'll be 60 years. Those 60 years will be. Huh?
You have 72-year-old man advising you, Samuel Tuet and Samuel Jackson.
That's exactly their place. That's exactly where it belongs. To, you know, age is for wisdom. When you talk about the economy, as President Samuel Jackson will be saying, now right in the mansion there, jotting the numbers, making sure that it comes with wisdom, the energy. I mean, how you leave a man of Chris or CEO or Doki or Ama and go take some 60 years? I mean, that makes the young people hopeless. Bossman, Barack Obama became president of America at the age of 47. 47. So we can't, this gerontocracy. They call it gerontocracy. Gerontocracy means government by old people. It has to stop. We will properly use our old people, but not as cabinet minister, not as deputy minister, not as managing directors. A young, energetic people must be made to believe that you can sacrifice for your country and be somebody. So it will be a country of you women. You know, we will create deliberately space for women in our parliament. So every county, one of our first law will be every county there must be a woman seat in the House of Representatives. Only woman will vie for that position in every county, so that there can be some balance in our governing system. But if I need my minister now, that means I'm going to run the government based on who campaign for me, who do that. Now I'm going to run my government. If Wayne John CMC, which will happen very soon, and then it doesn't mean that when we win, we must make way Minister of Foreign Affairs or Minister of Finance. What we're looking for is that we put the best man in office, and then the people who can get in office must have opportunity in business, in agriculture, and in education. The young people that work for you and they work with their whole heart and they're not qualified, I will send all of them overseas. Because by the end of the first 2 years, because I gave you, every minister will sign a contract. 2 years, you're not repeating it. And another thing will remove presidential immunity. I think the fact that the president is immune in our constitution is making the president to do anything he or she wants to do, because it's not prosecutable. We'll change that. So you will be responsible for your actions. They will remove statute of limitation, because some people have behind when the crime was committed. We'll remove all of that. And when we catch you for corruption, you will never serve in government again. Never. You know, and we'll put time limit on offices. People who are running for representative seat for 4 or 5 times. No, we have to end all those. People must be young, move on, go to other things and do different things. So our government will be different. Trust me. And I'm
Thank
the
you.
only Nipaya in a history of Nimba that will get vote in Nimba and get more vote outside of Nimba. You check your history, you will see it. Most ability to vote outside Nimba will be plenty. And then the one you give me after that, boom, we'll go second round. And then
Thank you so much.
all the road in Nimba will be quota. Quota, Soto quota.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Siawite, let's hear you your 2 questions after you go to Sarah's Daquan to Shadrach, since Armand Brooks is not here.
Thank you, Junior, and good evening, Honorability.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming. Well, I listened to your prayer release today, and you outlined what was in the national budget for 2026. And one of the key things that came to my mind, I want you to be fair to the public, is that you have, like you said, you have your eye on the budget, and putting politics aside, the House of Representatives got, if I'm not mistaken, got more opposition in the House, and they are even on leadership. And from your explanation from the national budget, the legislature budget is a 25% increase from 41 million to 52 million. And Librarian may say you have your eyes on the budget and you have more, opposition in the House. Why are the remedy that you find as a opposition lawmakers to be critical on the national budget? Because this budget requires deliberation.
The position that I gave today, that my position.
Yeah, that's fine.
The presiding today, that I'm writing a formal letter. The next session, my letter will be there to say that this I think I want. I put there that they must, all that 15,000, 12,000, they must call it to 5,000, nothing more. That's what I put there. I said that increase must be removed. Character must begin at home. If I cannot criticize the legislature there, I'm not a leader.
A follow-up to that, one may say the communication, the House or legislature, meaning from where you sit, is about number. And to effectuate what you are saying, it requires you, to convince your colleagues to make those things happen. So you think writing a communication is enough than going on the floor? Because I'm joining you now for your advocacy, but I just want to know from a clear standpoint, as to where we go. That's why.
It's not enough. I will do that. I will try to lobby. I don't know. You have a very strong question. It's emotional for me because if you make a good point, you expect people to say, my man, they think it also is good for the country. Let's go for it. But I will try the other way. But I'm not sure that they will listen to me.
Thank you, Chief. I think you should go beyond just the communication. Like I said, I'm joining you on this. The next thing is we are still on the national budget. I saw some of your criticism about the national budget and the issue of security. You also point out that, I don't know from where your argument is, because there are a lot of security challenges that we got currently, and with the entire economic outlook of the country, we see that there are improvements in terms of inflation, in terms of projection and what have you from 2024, how moderate our inflation has been currently, where inflation now is estimated at 5.1%. And I mean, I'll look at your criticism with also security. So I want to know the security aspect, whether increasing the security budget, and is disingenuous to the Liberian people, because I heard you also lamented on that. Because I think one of the key challenges we got in the country is security.
So
I think security joint is now
it's very comical. Security budget went about $15 million, but it never went to the police. You see what they can do? Let me tell you what they can do here. They can send all that money to NSA. There's no accountability to NSA. So they can just say NSA can be audited, nothing. That's what the law says. So the money can go there. But the police director was in the place today. Last year budget, the police have $400,000 for operation and different things. For that same item, they put $120,000. So why security budget went up? Why is crime stay up? Just read my paper. A CEO, if there's a chat room, I send the paper to you, right?
Yes,
you can put it for everybody to see it, so that they can read it. That's what I said. The budget is increased, but it's not impacting the reality on the ground. And we asked the police today, and the police said, I don't have money. There was a murder in Lofa County where the person was in jail and they were murdered in jail. Where someone is lost and they can't find the person, there's no capacity, no SSB radio, nothing. In Liberia, it's a small country for the, I don't know what it's still for the 3,000 square mile, and we can have a radio network for all the security apparatus to be able to talk to each other. Believe me, Saturday, it doesn't cost more than $1 million to do that. Where you create towers and all this. Look, I have a walkie-talkie I just bought. Just us. I can talk to somebody from Maryland. I talk to people all over the country. We even talk to people all the way to Ivory Coast. Once there's telephone network, it connects you. Why are you telling me that the securities are so poorly? Nimba County, the place where Liberia gets more than 40% of their revenue, we don't have 2 people for police people. Are you listening to me, Chief? We don't have 2 people for police people. The last time somebody got lost and they finally found the person, carcass, they killed the person, I had to deploy. I had to go to Santikule and take all the police people in my car and deploy them in Zoto for almost 2 weeks, feeding them, doing everything for them. Because there's no support. They want to work, but there's no support.
Chief, so a follow, John, just, I don't know, 5 seconds, whether I could have that opportunity.
Go ahead, that is your 4th question now. That will be your 4th question.
That will be 4th question. You think that CDCT will discuss here? I just wanted to ask, in follow to what the CEO asked today regarding regarding the bridge project, and I'm sure you made emphasis on that, but most of those bridges you are constructing is very good for our people. But I wanted to know from what point, most time, when you are doing your project, was the government run to put halt to the project without the technical specification? And moving forward, what are your plans now? Because I mean, we must embrace development regardless of our political side, like you said. So moving forward, what would be your plans, before, executing those projects to avoid, government intervention? Because regardless of politics, the safety of our people too is also a concern.
The government was wrong. Okay, let me correct it. It's not a government. It's not a government. It's one minister who think that the ministry is his farm, but it's not a government. I know that it's not a government policy. But straight away, if I go to a village, okay, and I carry bulldozer there and start facing the road, and some people tree crop being destroyed, you come to me to get a hair out of there, or is it cheap? I beg you. The people here, they think that to allow talk to the people so that you can do the work, because we're happy for this thing. Nobody should reject development. That's money. That bridge costs almost $400,000. What place you get that money from? We gained 21,000 the last time for 100 days when you squander it. So you won't come to about or something. I'm saying I'm not a bridge builder. I have the vision, I have the desire to help my people. You are the statutory agency that should make this right. If I break ground, immediately you should be there. Mr. Belede, you're the engineer. Going forward, anything you got, you please pass it by us so that we approve it. And if whatever needs to be, adjustment needs to be made. You must facilitate this. You crying for money, say no budget in your money. There's no money in your budget. Somebody trying to do something, they say, we are the government, we are the government where? You know our government? That's arrogance. So I don't support him. I listened to him today. The thing you're talking was foolishness.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Now let's go to my brother Cyrus Dankwan. Cyrus, your 2 questions. After you, we go to CDC Amma Brooks and then Shadrach.
Jill, sorry. Somebody respected in her sent this question. So I was highlighting it. So honorable, when you responding to Sarah, please include it in your answer, please. So we have to do that to her the person's identity. Thank you.
Nima, what Nima equipment are?
I think the yellow machine park, yeah, so yellow machine for man wait time.
I don't know about it.
The scrap.
No, we have yellow machine. Nima have eye moving equipment.
Yeah, I know about the machine. I don't know nothing about the sale. It has not been brought to the attention of the lawmakers. If you have any information, please give it to me. I will write to put a stop to it. If they can't put a stop to it, I'll go to court to stop it. It's the property of the people of Nimba, and we are the bona fide representative of the people of Nimba. We have the statutory and legal right to stand in court in defense of Nimba. So if you have anything about it that you know, I will personally go to court to stop it. Especially when the money is being taken, if the equipment is being sold, first of all, a decision to sell it must take place. Once that decision is made, then the sale process must be transparent. Okay, I'm not in favor of the machine sitting down there and nothing is happening to it. But if we're going to move it to sell it, it got to be transparent. It must be an open-based system. Somebody asked me the last time whether I should buy those machines. I said, no, I'm conflicted. I'm an official of Nimba. I cannot purchase from Nimba. That's conflict of interest. But we should sell it. The sale should be open, and then so that the country can benefit.
Thank you. Over to you now, Cyrus. Your 2 questions.
Thank you, Junior. Good evening, honorability. Good evening to everyone on the panel. If I may ask a question, I want to make this statement, this brief statement. You know, like I said on my official page the other time, honorability is, I think, the first or only Nimbayan who has given more to our people, who has given more to our country than any other Nimbayan. The likes of Prince Johnson, the Yellow, the Kun, the Koga. Bede has given more to Nimba than any of them. But no, I'm not a member of the CMC. And oftentimes when you go on social media, you see people bullied him, you see people insulting him. You know, most of the time it can really touch my mind. And it prompted me to make the post that I made the other day. I want people from Kun's camp who always go after this man to come and say, besides E&J, the hospital that they are raising money from, in fact, they ended up selling to the government of Liberia. Besides E&J, what else has Kun done for Nimba compared to what this man has done? They will not take that debate. They will not take it. The only thing they do is the man is a Mandingo man. The man is this, the man is that. The man if he found money, you know. I mean, it hurts. But again, he's somebody that people like us should not put our head there for. I once supported him. I must admit, when this Mandingo team was really serious in Nimba in District 7, and it was the only instrument that Roger and his group were using. All the men are Mandingo, the men are this. We stood our ground. I'm one of the young persons, you know, mobilized some boys from BAM, some of my friends from Ganta. We joined his cyber team. But in the end, those crooks around him, they decided to be using us. People like Paul were there, people after their pocket, Abigail, people just decided to be using us. I mean, some of those boys that are recruited for that cyber activity, people started saying, man, you using us, you talk to the baby, he send money, you put me behind your school, this and that. Then when I call him to, he doesn't answer. I said I felt frustrated. I left the process. You know, but to be honest, true Nimbayans will know that this man has done more. You know, I think it was somewhere around 2016 when he donated bus, 18-seater bus to the county team. He was never even in the legislature at the time. Every time something happens to Nimba, he will be one of the first person who will have to contribute to Nimba when he was not even near politics. So, but people don't see that. People will come, Mandingo. You know, it touched some of us and we decided to support him. But honorability, one of your major weaknesses is that you have a lot of young people around you. You are not connected to the real voter, the ordinary people. The reason people are making sharp more, and you ain't going to go in the election, will flunk you. We can see those things.
Sir, are you asking your question or are you making statements?
No, I might not even ask my question. I want him to get this concept to use it, you know. And most of the time people will say, "Kun will flog in election."
Let me ask my question.
Come on, let me make.
Everybody got our time. I beg you. You gotta wait for your time.
Yeah, I think you're trying to utilize the time.
When the time is exhausted, I will not ask question. So, Honorable, you've done well for our people. I want to appreciate you for that. But you need to be connected to the young people of Nimba. Nobody should intimidate you on the Mandingo team. You are a Mandingo man, and yet you've given more to our people. So I want you to add more of Gompu Kago. Look, the team you have now, the sincere person, the sincerest Nimbayan that I see on that team, on Kago and you know, on Yonkwe, where the city mayor, the former city mayor of Sackler Pier. But the rest of the guys, those are cool surrogates. Those are people that will use you just because you can get picked up. And it's disappointing that the young people who support you can benefit, you know, from some of the donation you do, but people just can't say, man, that play, you go there, you'll get picked up, let go hustle. People can be hustling on a serious-minded man. You are doing, for me, I believe, when you are president of Liberia someday, Liberia will be our country will be developed. Because if a lawmaker from another district can be building bridges around, see what you've done in Koga's district. It's a plus. Don't forget about it, my legal argument is a plus. You know, see what you've done in Belege, a place I come from. You know, we need more of movability in Limba, so we can. In fact, if election is held between you and Kun, 100%, I will select you. I will vote for you. I will encourage my family because this young man is just stronger than you because he has a propaganda team. They spread propaganda. They go around malign your character. You stole from FIFA, and FIFA has never carried you to court to win you. FIFA is a quasi judicial body. FIFA don't court. You know, so all of these team, you need a strong cyber team to get rid of that propaganda. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Cyrus. Ability, do you want to respond to that before we go to the next panelist?
You're muted.
Go ahead, Chief. Go ahead.
Cyrus, while you were talking, I was getting a bit emotional because I understand exactly how you feel, especially the part where you feel neglected by me or, you know, some people are happy. But that's what belief can do, Cyrus. If you believe in something, people should not distract you. You should remain focused in what you believe in. And let us make this work based on what you believe in. That belief should not be defined by the action of other people. You should never allow it to be defined by the action of other people. The last time I was in a scene space with the vice president at his house, and we started talking, and somebody called he and myself, say, you know, our nephews, one of the lawmakers, I said, no, I'm not nephew of Nima people. Malakun is our nephew because his mother is from Nima and his father is not from my father and mother from Nima. None of you should call me nephew. I'm nobody's nephew. I am my father's son. I even wrote about it. I'm a Madingo man. But I'll tell you something, they will comfort you. The Muslim people, Madingo people, made Jeremiah Kun president. The party that has 99% Muslim and Madingo, that are 35,000 votes they brought. That what gave Jeremiah Kun 17,000 edge over Joe. If that 35,000 are not come to him, he will not be vice president today. The Muslim people, Madingo people, made him president and vice president. Be comforted by that. Don't let them tell you anything else. Whether they like it, they didn't like it, they talk about them. Go ask the Madingo leader them today in town. Let them tell you about them. They will let these people. The conflict that took place with CDC and our people on the Somalia, these people instigated it. You know what I'm saying? They instigated it. They live. They went there. They said stuff. Somebody didn't say, I will not be willing to say it. Okay? They push things that if you said today and say, oh, Jeremiah is one of your, those kind of factory. Now, go tell all the Nimayans who feed that. Madingo mentioned to be president. The vice president of your guy, now Madingo put me vice president. During the second round of the election, United Party won by 17,000 votes. ALCO brought 35,000 votes to them. If those votes had never come, you're not going to win. So don't let nobody hurt your feeling. The roles, the work I'm doing in Nima, the love I have for my country. I'm not doing it because I'm a woman. I'm not doing it because my mother is from USA. I'm doing it because I remember walking from Nyasai to Seklepi with a car. I'm doing it because I was going to JVS
when we will adore the Kuyoba, the Robert Gise, the vocal as our heroes. I was doing it because we did everything to make Jackson the president of this country. Those days, there was no Madigo story. So, my brother, I won an election in a district that had less than 5% Madigo population. That's that whole Madigo story. It just these few politicians in our country. The Nima people have gone above that. I'm proud to be a Nimayan, and believe me, I know that Nimayans are very proud of me. When I travel, ask Grace. I went to Nima. I felt so proud. The manner in which Nimayan took to me when I went to Philip Emmy or Minnesota last time. Look at the CMC. The woman who is the president for the USA CMC is a man or woman from right here, Negmain. You understand? Don't let nobody make you to believe that they tribalism. They're weak people. They have nothing to offer the Nimba people. So they tread into division, they tread into hate, and they bring it, either they hate women or they bring tribe. Move the money women from there. Just move me. You think everybody will come together? Not possible. They will put Gyopo and Gyopo together. If you move money women right now, it will be Gyo versus Mano. And if you move Mano man, they will go and divide the Gyo people. They will say the other one them from Bao, the other one. The division is always there for the politician to use. If you go to in my district, if you say, okay, y'all divide it into two, you say, where? Mana people, guess what? When the Mana pulls out, we got two clans. One is called We, one is Bay. Rivals. On the other side, the Gyo side, there are two clans. One is Zo, one is Bao. Where they don't divide you by blood, they divide you by geography. Don't be bothered with that. It has passed. We'll focus on what we want to do. I can tell Nimba something and I stand by that. I am more popular than Jeremiah Koo. More people will vote for me outside of Nimba County than they will vote for Jeremiah Koo. I guarantee you that. And the last thing I want to tell you, nothing. You can go bring all the ancestors from Nimba to come outside. Nothing will stop me from running. I'm running for president. And I will win. I'm not going to tell you how I will win. When I see you one-on-one, I will tell you. I'm the next president of Liberia. I know these people who have been around this country for 20 years and did nothing for this country, the people will not reward it anymore. That whole story of sympathy, that whole story of experience, and this is gone through the window. We're coming to a new country. You will have to account for your stewardship before Nimba vote for you, or anywhere like people vote for you. Guess what? By 2029, Jeremiah Koo would have been vice president, he would have been senator, he would have been representative. He will have to account for what he did in those times to deserve another vote for Nimba. I would have been a representative for 6 years. I will account for that 6 years and ask the Nimba board to vote for me. It will not be based on anything else. Oh, let me tell you, nobody will lie to you. You know, my weakness in Nimba country has always been, I was afraid. I didn't want to fight. But now I'm ready to fight. I will fight for my space. I got nowhere else to go. I was born and raised in Secretary. When they cut my April spray, it was buried in Secretary. And that my life is. Nobody will take that from me. So all I've been talking, I'm going to remove poverty from Glole. I'm going to move the road from Glole to Oenquila. I'm going to liberate the people from Gui and Doru. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make the people from Tapeta to drive from Tapeta straight to Palala in less than an hour. And that is what I'm going to bang the table on and say, this is what I've done. Show what you have done. What you've done with government money is different from what you've done with what you have earned. And you earn nothing except through Liberian people. I've declared my asset. I've told Liberian people what I want. This government that spent all the time calling me all the criminal that I am have nothing to say about me. I'm here living my normal life. They ain't got nothing to say about me. Yeah, busy stealing. But that time will come, Saros. That time will come. We're ready for the fight.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You know,
Ahmad, let's say
before we go to Ahmad, I just want to let our followers know that our BKS page is there. While you're watching, we kindly ask that you go visit our page, like our page, and follow our page. We appreciate all of you for watching and being
I'm on it right now.
You on it now? Yeah, share on your page too, Honorable. We want both followers.
Oh, thank you. Ambassador, am I ready now?
Go ahead, Chief.
All right, thank you. Thank you. CEO Honorable Musa Hassan Belete. And fellow panelists, I just want to say thank you to Honorability. Honorability, you are one person that many people admire in this country for many reasons, best known to them. But like it is now in the political arena, you are now caught between the triangle, the political love triangle. Nobody can really understand. Like, for example, seditions will say today, Honorability is one of the critical voices of opposition unity in the opposition community. But today, almost everybody recruited in Honorability political party are traditional seditions from Nimba County. Now the opposition to look at you and say, oh, but then why would this man be the champion of the opposition community, opposition unity, and every day, everybody that he is recruiting from Nimba are traditional faces of the CDC. Then the opposition, some people will come and say, yesterday, Honorability have a meeting with VP Kun. They are already resolved with the elders of Nimba. He will support Honorable VP Kun. Tomorrow, then VP Kun or Sako will say to, no matter whether you like it or not, Honorability is a friend of former President George Weah. You fall in the political love triangle. What say you, Honorability, this evening? That is my first question.
Thank you. First of all, I have no love affair with the United Party. I have to tell you that. I have no love affair with them. George Weah has been, is, and will always be my friend. Nothing is going to stop that. CDC have had the opportunity to rule the country. Right now, I'm knocking at their door to give me the opportunity to support me. And I'm praying that they will yield to my request. The total number of people that voted for George Weah and Joseph Boakai combined is 1.4 million people. Assuming that there are 1.5 million people that are under the age of voting, we still got 2 million people that never voted. And people looking for. And people going after. 70% of the people who join our party, I'm not talking about officially, on the ground, in the high school, in the villages, in America, everywhere, are people who have never been to the pool before. There's a reason why we're starting Suama to dispel these rumors. You know, United Party is one of the smartest political parties in Liberia.
Right now, they're dumped down because they're stealing, and so they're not being clever, but they're very smart. What do I mean? Me, I'm looking for citizen vote, and I'm sorry if you're offended. Please don't be offended. I'm looking for citizen vote. I believe that citizens should give me the opportunity to run. I believe so. The United Party that I know, we can wrestle power from them. We are it's not grand man. United Party can so no. You see how they got power? That was making them frisky. 17,000 votes. With fraud in the very country we're saying in today. Fraud that could have been uncovered. So we who prepare to stand up are the people that must be given a chance. I want CBC to give me the chance. I will not let them down. But me, Musa Bigede, to my conscience, to my belief, and to the people who have trusted me, I say to you tonight that I will never yield to anybody. I will stand in this election. I will go for Liberians who believe that there must be change. And I will challenge those people, those who were in power before, those who are in power now. And we started here already. My first political show was today. Next year, when Joseph Boakai gets a state of nation, I will be there. We will take them toe to toe. We'll run our campaign. Ama, you know what it depends on? They say, oh, we'll break it down. The moment that you can't sustain it, but they don't know me. They don't know who they play with. They have no capacity to break me down. Zero capacity to break me down. So I know people always ask questions, and I know the question you ask, I know where you're coming from. And I know it's in the mind of people. I just want Liberian people to know I'm ready. I am fit. I'm capable. And I believe that all the people who want to be president right now, I can be a better president than any one of them. And I want Liberian people to give me that chance. And that chance, I know I will not take it on a silver platter. I got 2 years to show the Liberian people what I can do. Now our next week I will in China. The money God gave me, I will give it to Liberian people. I will do it just to say I work for it. But I work for it. I go in China, I will bring 36 yellow machines. All the roads in the country where no cars will pass there, car will pass all. And I will tell Liberian people, make me president. I will put code down all those rules. Make me president, I will change your life. They will choose between the people they have tried before and failed, and the men they have not tried and yet have done something for them. That's the choice that Liberia will make. This is not choice about Nimba Kandeo. Nobody will lie to you. Our history is that we vote for one person, the whole country reject that person. That's the history we got. The only person who has crossed that barrier, that the man from your town CEO, Jackson Doe, the entire country voted for him. The barrier that Nimba has, the whole country vote for you, the country reject you. Musa Belete will break that ceiling. I will get for Nimba, and I will get for out of the Chief, go bring international pool company and put me on pool. I will be in. He can't make it. You know, all the things we're talking,
My being a Mandingo cannot be a crime. I was not a human being when my two parents got together and born me. I did not participate in that process. You cannot put that one on my head. No. And so therefore, it will be my action, the things I do, what I've done for my country, my history. When Ebola was in Liberia, what I did for Nima. When Nima spent 25 years, they can't smell the country meat. I brought it to Nima County. I went in 2010 and took over the Nima school and finances, spent my own money and took Nima from Sanikole straight to the capital building. I mean to SKD and Warren. For the first time in 25 years, I did that for my country. No Nimbayan is more patriotic and more loyal to Nima County than Musa Belete. That would be the argument. Sarah, don't listen to this. The argument will be, what have you done for Nima County? I will beat all of them in that argument. I will go to Bon County, Lofa County. If 25% of the vote from Lofa County will come to me naturally, I will not even suffer for it. The entire Western Belt, we have done 3 pools in the Western Belt. I won that pool 60% of the vote. Go count the pool there. You will see what you will get 5%.
Thank you.
So we go to the Southeast. The roads, the thing that my wife is from the Southeast. I'm going to Sanu to work there. I'll open roads. The people of Sanu can no longer say we never had a son as president, the Southeast. So what the son didn't do for them, that's what I will do for them. And then we'll see the people will respond. Just see what District 7 responded. We got a magic. What we got in District 7 is what we'll replicate in this country. When I was campaigning in District 7, the president thought they were here money, you offend the road, don't vote for him. I got more vote in Nima County in that district than anybody has ever gotten in the history of election in that district. That district is the most difficult district in the whole of Nima County. The late godfather of Nima County, Rick Johnson, not a single candidate for his party won election in that district. Y'all go check the record. Unity Party has kept that district for as long as we ever had election in that district. Okay? So what I'm saying to all of us to understand is that we got the magic. The same thing with the District 7 will repeat it across this country. The result will come, the people who vote for us will win the election.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorability. I'm gonna beg you, let's go strictly to the question. Let's not lay premise everywhere because we don't have time.
But you know, even though DK went,
let me finish. I beg you, let me finish. We do not have time in our favor. The Honorable has been up and down today from session to press conference. He has to go. I beg you.
Yeah,
but you started the bar. We started at this. Of course, the
came late. The people who come first, we give them the opportunity, Chris. You came late, my brother. I beg you.
Chris, thank you, Honorability. You know, many times I call you Sir Musa Hassan Belete. You know, you are one person that has many Liberians love for many reasons, best known to them. Honorability, you are very much passionate about agriculture, and you are very much passionate. Hello?
Yes, sir.
You know, you get good internet. Answer the question.
Okay, thank you. See you. I'm getting everyone clear now. Honorability, like I said, you are very much passionate about agriculture and rural development, and seeing the budget to unprecedented 1.2 billion, and you are seeing legislature increasement, and you are seeing little coming to that rural development, and little coming to agriculture. And you being one person, one lawmaker who are taken upon themselves to be the lawmaker that people refer to now, the representative of our border, ensuring that everywhere in this country is well paid. How do you feel about the rescue promise of car will not hitch in the mall? How do you refer to President Bouaka after 2 years?
On the road issue, they don't put it in my mind, but better than the previous government, especially when it comes to the southeast part. I think the fact that we can drive from Tabeta to Granjide and freely, that's a plus for them on that area. But on the other hand, they have corrupted the money. They misuse the money. The money they used to do those work could have done much more work. But there's the difference today. And for me, the outcome is all that matters. I can take my car from Secretariat in the morning, by midday I'll be in Zwedru. That's a big plus. And right now, that did not happen early time. That did not happen in weird time. So they have that plus. It looks that the rescue government is this budget is very deceptive. Instead of it looking toward moving people from poverty, it is designed to eat money. It is designed to eat more money. And that's why my proposal to put the
is it the 200 million?
200 million into agriculture, that's where it comes from.
Yeah.
It will help us. Chief, believe me, it will help us like nobody business. Many people will come from America to come and do farm. 200 million. By the time you load 5-6 years, it will be 300 million. And there are several ways. You can even make banks to increase that money. You can go to UN. You can go to ADB. You can go to international organization to say, we got 200 million as seed money. We want to raise 1 billion for farm. It will happen. They will start exporting farm product to Guinea. Instead of pepper coming from Guinea, we start sending it there. We're making too much cocoa in District 5. We should have a cocoa processing machine.
Right.
That will make coffee for us. That will make chocolate for the children for Christmas. From the farm. Innovation. You don't. The problem with most of our politicians, they are not educated in innovation. They're not business minded. If you business minded, it's easy. See, me, I'm free. My hand is free. You see the bridge we're building, the company that will get a bridge from. Ask the vice president. Now the government is trying to procure bridges. I give the information to him. Ask him. The cheap yellow machine they got, when you were gathering information, I supported him with a lot of information. I don't believe in fight when not necessary.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you. Shadrach, let's hear you. Your 2 questions quickly, then Chris will take us home.
Okay, so firstly, I want to commend and congratulate Honorability. Although I have not met him in person, but I have felt, I have met, and I have tasted his generosity and his development. So with that alone, I say thank you, Honorable. You know, before I get to my question, there are a few things we must understand. We keep saying NIMA unity and some other thing. The last time I got angry and then I made a post about somebody from NIMA when they try to malign him with the former Lair rebel. And I said, how could you compare It led Rebel to honorability. Led Rebel never constructed road. They never built children's school fees. They never built markets. But it's time we stop shallow boxing. It's time that we stop behaving like though we want to preach unity, we want to preach tribalism, and when we ourselves are our own problem. And then I asked the fellow the question, so who killed Justin Hebdo? Was it Maningo man? Who killed Mose Dopu? Was it Maningo man? Considering my father Sam Doki, who killed him? Was it Maningo man? The problem with Nima is Nima. So I was touched when honorability said that the unity with Nima lies in the eyes of the beholder, which is just clear. Honor, I want to publicly tell you thank you. The last time there was a lady that came to me in tears, and she was desperately in need of help. She have gone to her people from Glaze or Pierre, nobody could help her. She have gone to number one for Nima, nobody. But then when she came to me, I told her that there is somebody that I have not met in person, but I think if you can go there, they will be able to help you. And since I don't have the direct link to you, that was how I sent her to Honorable Harrison Moore. And then she came to you, and then after 2 days, she came to me that you gave her 3,000 United States dollars. She was more than happy. I want to. So my first question, Honorable, considering Nima as the economic Maserado, Nima is the next economic hub of Liberia. And we are trying to look at the issue of building a development bank in Nima. How do you see the issue of building a development bank in Nima, considering the SWOT analysis, which have to do with the threat, the opportunity, what are the impediments, what are the benefits, okay, that you think this bank will do for us? And do you see it possible, to have a development bank in Nima?
Actually, it's the only way, by the way, it's the only way we can get true economic independence. And it's simple, we just need some bankers. Let's buy share. I will be the first to buy share. Let's sell a share to everybody. Let's open our own bank. Let the commerce be done in our country. Yeah. And then by the time you look, let's just tell the people who want to put money in the other banks, who put money in our own bank. But brother, that bank will beat many banks down. Our company, the turnover of businesses we're doing, including tax payment and other things, on a monthly basis, is over 22 million. We could pass through all that to that bank every month. So I'm 100% for it. But we can do plenty of things. We need to put a Nimba Cooperative, a society where we join together, we make big farms. And we go somewhere, we do 1,000 acres of rubber farm, cocoa farm, and all those things. So yes, Doki, I'm 100% for it.
All right, thank you. The matter of fact, in few days from now, the committee will be meeting you, and the plan is on the way, because we believe that that's the only way Nima will go forward, because once the bank is established, agriculture will fall under the bank, other infrastructure will fall under the bank, and so many development will fall under the bank.
Correct.
Yeah. So my second question has to do with...
Shadrach, I'm coming. Chairman, check your phone. Check your phone, gentlemen. That be fast. The man was up. He came loud there almost after 1 to assure us to come to us, and he here again for up more than 2 hours. That be fast with him and respect his time too. So, Chairman, I just be checking your phone. I send you a message. So, Shadrach, be fast.
Yeah. Thank you, DK. Thank you, DK. Myself, I was looking at the time, but honorability somehow forgot that all of those roads that he's talking about from Nima to Grand Chile was procured under the CDC, and the contract was awarded under the CDC.
You need to stop that.
So
Am I
Amma was
protected?
out. So he just joined, so the internet is delaying. So Shadrach, go ahead. Let be respectful to the honorable, at least so that anytime we call him, he will come. He was up last night late. He forced and stay him and respected her to come, and he been here for more than 2 hours. We need to at least let's try and retire him. Anytime we call him, then he will come. So go
No,
ahead.
me when it comes to protecting my guests, I think all of you know I will go above and beyond when it comes to our guests. I will do everything for that. So let's keep it straight. Let's try to conclude so the honorable can leave for us to be able to do our post analysis. But I think Shadrach was next, right?
Yeah, that's my last question.
All right, Chi, go ahead.
Okay, so on my little brother Cyrus was speaking, but he tried to limit it to NIMBA when he said that among the government officials of NIMBA, none have performed equal to you. But I would like to take it a little bit broader. Amongst opposition political parties that were ever established in Liberia, in the shortest possible time, when the True Wind Party turned up the president, before ascending to power, I stand to be corrected, there is no other opposition political party before coming to power that has performed like the CMC. That I can challenge it. I am not a member of the CMC, and I don't even think of joining in the soonest possible time. But I must commend you for what you are doing. So my question is, with the issue of the bridges you are building, and we see that the government is fighting you indirectly not to do it. Day before yesterday, I read a post from the citizen of Joy in Bon County when they were appealing to the government that identical bridge you intended to build for them, people have died. For the past 10 to 15 years, they have suffered, and nothing has been working. So they are appealing to the government to give you the opportunity to construct that bridge. The government is for the people and by the people. Now, this budget did not capture anything concerning that bridge. What will be your take, considering the cry of the people and the direct, how should I say it? A direct mandate from the government in order to stop you from doing that, because it's just fighting you. Considering the fight from the government and the plead from the people, which will you choose? To obey the government or to look at the people and help them? Because the government is not helping them, but you want to help, and the government is saying no.
Well, they are the government. Now we do have legal remedy. When you reach to that, we utilize that, where we can go for mandamus on them to ensure that they work with us to build a bridge for the people. The minister's statement is very arrogant, and it is childish, because all he needed to do is to say, CMC, you don't have the expertise we do. We can help you with that, so that you can build this bridge for the benefit of the Liberia people. You know, you and myself taking the people's sweat we eat. That's what we're taking pay with. You are paying in millions of dollars of the people revenue. You're not doing nothing to that place. You will not do anything there this year. Nothing you will do there. Absolutely nothing. You know, but the good thing is that the senator and the other leaders of the county and myself were talking, and we'll try to resolve it. They should be saying to us, we'll help you to build a bridge.
Thank you.
Say, stop.
Thank you. I know you.
Thank you, relative. So, Chris, because of time, we only give you one question. I'll beg you, and one question only.
Even sensing from the voice, the honorable getting tired of the voice.
The voice really tired.
Yeah, so John, Chris and the honorable are best friends. We can see you on ability can talk anytime we want retire.
Yeah. Praise God. Praise God.
You
Ask your question, Chris.
You can't mistreat me because you other part of people have been taking all the question. They don't want to mistreat people. But it's okay. It will not be the issue. I would just like to recommend to you, the last time I met you, you know, the play I told you about is where DK wife came from. So again, I just want to re-echo that. I have no question. But just my appeal to you only because DK wife one he's our brother-in-law. He failed to recommend to the Union Party to face that rule for us. So I have come to appeal to you again. The road from Tapeta to Zia. You please look into that direction. I have no question. But again, it's appeal on behalf of the citizens of Zia. So you can look in that direction for us. Thank you.
Don't worry, it'll be done. Don't worry, it'll be done.
Therefore, won't be representative of District 6.
The man.
I told you a lot of time. It will be done.
So since everybody recommending to you now on ability, the bridge linking Butuo and Ivory Coast, please go there. I will need your intervention.
No, everything is not going to district number 5. We also have Wagewi. District number 2. We got we got so many problems there. Everything not Babuya. Everything not Babuya. The Slam Bridge that the honorable building, the Slam Bridge cost more than $1 million. If you don't know, the Slam Bridge, it costs more than $1 million. Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here tonight.
We have lots of members in my country. We have more than 18 bridges, new bridges that will build across Nima. For our
Thank you.
We will go and Quila and Gui and Doro. And they're connecting because we are building this bridge from Kwaipa to Lake Twain in District 9. And that road is coming all the way to Daizope and to Zigapa and then to Tapeta so that we can have alternative route for people to travel, outside of going to Saglipie and going to Kanta. That's what we do.
Thank you so much for being here tonight on our ability. See you on Saturday.
Thank you so much. And by the way, I'm Saturday morning, and that's all.
What's that?
Saturday morning, right?
Yeah, Saturday morning.
Yeah. I beg you, I just remember that CMT is having a massive rally in Kakata on Saturday. So, because of you, I'm going to Nimba to sleep. So, sharp now, I'll be there. So that after our program, then I'll go.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing you on Saturday. We really appreciate your sacrifice made towards this platform, and everybody here following can attest to that. This is not your first time. You always come here. You always make time for your people. So we really, really appreciate that. And I want to say we wish you all the best. And Nima County is proud of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for being here tonight, Chief.
Yes, sir.
Oh, God.
So it has been a long 2 hours, almost 3 hours now. We gave each person 1 minute on a post analysis and 1 minute only. Let's start with you, CEO, to TK, to Siawete, to Ama, and the rest of the panelists.
Again, I just want to say thanks to our crew. My man, wait, before I put you back. On you. But anyway, thanks to all of you for coming. Again, thanks for all the sacrifices, your time and effort. Sitting back there for 3 hours, buying your own data and coming on here. I want to say thank you to our followers. Thank you so much for following our show tonight. Again, we got a lot of followers here. We ask that you visit our page. BKS TV is on Facebook. Not only visit there, but liked it and share it. Invite more people to come on there. We are in this together. It's a great platform. We are very, very serious about this. And then inviting more people from Nima County, from Liberia, from everywhere. We come here. We disagree intellectually. We agree. We got different people from different background, different political background, different political ideology being exchanged here. So we look forward to having you guys here. And don't be a stranger. We come on 9 p.m. Eastern, let's say 9 p.m. Liberia time every day. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, CEO. DK, let's hear you, Chief.
So thank you, Gio, and thanks to all of you panelists. I know they post analysis when it go beyond 10 minutes. They will roast. See how it is good because you the only pro you know about them today. So all the men will raise up. Yesterday I saw all the panelists faces. Oh, so they show that CDT show now. So see how it is, I'm here. I'm here. So all of you people, the party people are many. But to be fair, I really want to appreciate Honorable Musa Hassan Berede, to be a leader with a basic schedule and every other engagement. Every time people call him, he is available to answer that. That's very nice. I hope all our leaders will do that and do it beyond political time. Not always election time. Everybody answer everybody and after everything, and they're gone. I hope that we will invite Honorable Tingba to come and talk about the Nima Solidarity movement, because Honorable Benedict said tonight that thing is dead. So they hear from him whether the Solidarity movement will go any further and why the Solidarity man took another job for another Solidarity man. All those questions need to be asked so they can answer. Remember, Union Party member. Look, let me tell you, the target Union Party are very fine.
Who questioning your membership?
Union Party will start getting rid of all the big people in Union Party, and Union Party will be controlled by those surrogates that can be on internet and be supporting people. But some of us who are in Union Party who been there forever. We're looking at places.
Thank you. Your time finished. Thank you.
Oh,
why you cutting me up? It will put you in the bag.
You want to put a CEO in the bag?
Thank you. Thank you, CEO, and thank you to the team. Actually, the show was good tonight. From with all fairness, the show was good and beyond politics. Like I always say, honorability. I mean, in his own wisdom, he's helping the people of Nimba. And once it's for the good of the people, it got to also be recognized by us as a citizen, because beyond politics is an event that comes, every year. Once the contradiction is there, we will sharpen the contradiction that we always do. So tonight, it was a show that, it was good. The only thing I, for one, said to him is that just doing your normal press statement, like he said to Honorable Tuayen, he also needs to, get on his feet as a influential, lawmaker in the House, because if you just read press statement, do all of the major press releases, it's of no essence. So it will require him to get a number to make things to happen. But as a matter of fact, he appeared, he had what he had to say, and kudos to him. Every time we invite him, and he come and make a case to the Nima people. So the United Party government, like we told the guys here, that even honorability admitted that under this regime today, it is not United Party men saying it. It's a strong and very strong opposition, a critics of this government that is acknowledging all of the good works of the government. So I think you should also train on that path of not just criticizing the government, but you should also acknowledge what the government is doing for the people of Liberia. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for respecting time. Cyrus Dankwan, let's hear you, Chief.
Yeah, thank you so much for the show, guys. Junior, on a honest note, you didn't treat me tonight. We'll have our lawmaker. You should give a chance to ask our question. If I say I don't want to ask, I want to explain, it means I'm using my time. But to be interjecting, cutting me off, it can make people to leave. It was not good at all. If you give time, if you allow time to panelists, and I say I will use my own to explain. By the time the time reaches, you can say, oh, your time is finished, or to be interjecting, it can make people to lose track. I think the time Siawete is using to say, oh, Musa has said this. The old man said what he said, and you know, if I win for them, I think they will continue to make mistakes. He talks to the vice president every day. The same Musa praising the same man said the government will get 200 million bonus, and Nima stands to benefit nothing. I don't know why he doesn't want to say that one. He was talking about role. The role thing that Musa talked about, he was just speaking from the perspective of continuity. You know, every time I say, oh, government are continuity, so that perspective, he was speaking from. He knows that the road from Nimba to the southeast, it was initiated by the CDC administration. He knows that. But he was speaking from, because Musa is not just a lawmaker. He understands government. He has been around for a very long time. So that's the perspective he was speaking from. I think you, as a Unity Party person, you should talk to the vice president that our government is about to get 200 million bonus from Metal Steel and Metal Steel Operation Nimba. Why our people will benefit from the 200 million? I think that should be your argument. That should be your concern. That should be your pushing. You know, but you guys say you're winning. Nimba is losing. The government is, look, Liberia is big. Politics is local. Nimba is where we come from. So the fact that the resources the government is extracting, the resources is from Nimba and it belongs to our people. What will be our share? Our people share in a 200 million. Zero. And it will come to say, oh, the vice president is influential. I agree. He's influential because he's a public official, but he's not using his influence to protect his brother Musa. Your Nimba Unity does not extend to protecting Musa business. They see Musa men are building bridges that all of us appreciating tonight. A business is only attacked by this government. Nimba Unity does not extend to that. The unity does not extend to protecting Garrison Yellow Job. You're talking for him. Then you want us to support rescue because all of us can co-rest in the same pot. Your rescue, your unity does not extend to protecting women. Women is out of job. When people like DK said we should invite Tingba, and Musa made a very good statement. I think Junior will post that later. That if Tingman goes to the president, if Tingman goes to the caucus and say, look, gentlemen, I'm the one putting us together. I can't be the one accepting job from one of us. So let's go to the president to maintain women while I be on my solidarity team. Musa said if you do that, he will support the process. Jumping try to post that thing to them on the platform, let Nimba people see it. Same thing man is honest. Because he came Kigali here, he was on a solidarity team. Let Nimba go together. How do Nimba go together when somebody from the very team is out of job? So Tingma is so honest about this solidarity team. When he comes, I will ask him, Chief, where are we with this solidarity team? One of us, how will you approach women? Women is out of job, and at the job you in there. Do we still have to support a solidarity team? So we need to be honest about this. Look, for me, I'm willing. I spoke with Prince Berg, I think, a couple of days. I'm willing to support this solidarity that is so much centered around the vice president. But doing so, Koga must be respected. Yellow must be respected. Businesses should be protected. Businesses should be respected. Kompu Kagon should be respected. You can't be insulting other leaders, and when people disrespect the vice president, they will come to talk about solidarity and all of that. So the statement the honorable made tonight, it actually made my night. I'm going to sleep sound. Sentingma is honest. Since he's the proponent of this solidarity, he should not accept job from one Nimba. That job was being occupied by somebody from Bon. Is a different thing. But the same man, Baga just did that thing to test Tingman if he's actually honest. That's what the president did. He did to test him. So if he's honest, he should say, look, Mr. President, thank you for the offer, but this job belongs to one of us. I will not take it. Please give it to him back. If he does that, the very day he will do it, I will join Chairman Benedict for us to endorse our Nimba solidarity to officially support the vice president. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. The way Mr. Host, you muted him.
Thank you so much.
When you see that on, I begin there and I begin getting using it.
Let's go to Shadrach.
The man Corona go today.
Okay, so I want to say thank you to every one of us. Sorry I had to come a little late because I'm in Habere right now. But the show was actually good. There was something that the Honorable did mention on the 200,000 from Asada Meta. If you don't God, let us call spade a spade. Yeah,
200 million.
200 million. The 200 million. You see, that's why I keep asking myself, but where is the solidarity that we speak of concerning NIMA? When one of us benefit, it's okay. We all sat here when the entire caucus left and they went to visit Metal Steel without a single NIMA lawmaker being part of them. Not even the representative that represents the district where Metal Steels come from. And that's where they initiated the discussion for this 200 million and so forth. Had we been a part and parcel of that discussion, NIMA would have benefited immensely from this 200 million. Of course, we know it is not a question that the vice president is influential, but that's where he should have used his power because he controls the Senate. He's the president of the Senate. Now, look, General Guard, you cannot be going to where this mountain comes from and the lawmakers from that era are not represented. Look at today, they just have 100,000 for the University of NIMA within the budget, something that is very disgraceful. So I think when we're speaking of NIMA solidarity, we should be looking at the interest of the entire people. And on the issue of the road that Honorability mentioned, I think on a clear note, my brother Stiawete is not just being honest to himself and to the United Party. Because even the Minister of Public Works stated that the CDC government paid for this road in food. The records are there. So you are just there to implement for our sweat. Out of 24 trips that President Boyka have made, not a paper mechanic he returned with. Not a paper mechanic he returned with. He have lavished our money, our taxpayer money. Okay? And the road that were initiated from President Weah travels is being continued by them. And they want to bluff. I think it's a shame and disservice to them. Okay. So I want to say thank you again for the show. And last day to close, the CEO, the host, Gian, and the rest of the guys from Booyah, and to the GB man, yeah. I noticed that you guys are being so self-centered on this show. Whenever there is something we are discussing in terms of development, your advocacy is just on Booyah. Booyah. This show number 5. This show number 5. The importance of this show is to attract development across NIMA, not for Booyah alone. I expect you people to be discussing the road that leads from Sanekule to Boagewi, the road that leads from Sanekule to Blulewi, to be discussing the road in district number 8. Across NIMA, but since we keep on this show, everything about this show is Booyah, district number 5. Let us desist from it. Okay. And let us broaden, let us widen our territory across NIMA that the entire NIMA would benefit.
Shadrach, can I ask you, please?
No.
The message, no question. No question.
Okay, just go to the next question.
Don't need a question. We hear you, Shadrach. We are here to your advice.
Thank you so much, Shadrach. Let's hear you, Chief.
Thank you, CEO. Thank you, GK. Thank you, Ambassador. And Saros, CRT, the rest of the team member. Chris, I just want to say a very big thank you to you guys. Well, I want to bring you guys attention to this. Meanless Yawete, who is the die-hard UP partisan. They refuse to give him deputy minister job. My sister-in-law have to call him in America and say, can't rest and move for our people frustration. I don't want you to work for $500. I'm my own second in our family matter.
I know work for that money you're calling for. You don't have a record of that.
I know that. I know. I just joking. I just joking. Cause sorry. Quite friendly, guys. On a serious note, we need to take this to consideration. This is the year that Nima County, with the more Nima, that government signature fee is 200 million. Hospitals that are receiving little stipend, I would call subsidy from government, have cut off, it have reduced drastically. Nima have two major universities, the PYJ Polytechnic and that of the Nima University. Nima University budget is reduced while the speaker of the House, Rachel Nangbe Kun, budget has increased. Nima University budget is decreasing, and people expect here for us to be happy and be telling the rescue that they are doing well. That is deception. We will not accept that. This government is failing the people of Nima. You are taking 200 million for the people of Nima. Hospital that people represented. Look at Zoger today. Look at Ban Hospital. Ban Hospital budget is
Minister.
Listen, I'm speaking on Nima. Nima in what Nima have in the budget, in the current budget. That man is already on his way. Local finding job. I don't want to discuss him on his show. I don't want to discuss yoga wasting job working yoga wasting. Now we are looking at hospitals, clinic that guarantee you then were giving subsidy to be able to sustain our people in this year. Nima is giving Joseph Boaka signature fee 200 million, and all of those places then that money was going in Nima, they are cut off. Today, sons and daughters of Nima who raised up PYJ Polytechnic, there is no direction. They cannot even go to school. They cannot even get a document to get transferred. And you are receiving 200 million from a county and from a man, the county that gave you the presidency. And you want for us to be happy. The people of Nima are not happy. And if you guys cannot be sincere and tell you your people in the various channels and in their faces that the people of Nima are not happy, we are not happy. Look at what in the budget for Nima today. What do you have there for the hospital in Sanikole? Nothing. And you want for the Liberian people and you want for Nima people to be happy here? It is quite sad. The trust and hope vested in the United Party government, headed by Joseph Yuma Boaka, continue to frustrate and lead the people of Nima in absolute war. And this is complete whack for the people that are leading us in Nima currently. Thank you.
Thank you. Grace, take us home, Chief.
Okay, thank you. I know there are some who ask everything, but I will get a few of it. First day, I want to say my brother here want to eat on the show. He refused to condemn what going on in Lofa, those projects of Boaka, not taking Lofa. He don't want to talk about it, but he want to talk about the road from Nima to Southeast. But he has refused to talk about what going on in Lofa, where the power minister has refused to say a secret matter. These are two especially that are patriots, are sons of Nima, to start questioning the government is supporting. But however, I know you have very tight position. You can't talk anything. I know what you stand for, but again, all that you can't talk too much on it. So, the Nima unity people are talking about only for the surrogates and the supporter of the VP and the government. That's all. The Nima unity extend to other people who have been victimized in the various sectors in Nima. Today we won't pay. I said before we won't pay because the all black issue and NPA team decision he took. Today, team who sat on the show again, yes, send it to Nima people. Yeah, team hungry. Team you are captain. So what do you expect from people like Team Man? Nothing else get from that man. So that Nima say now it's a job bucket now. Maybe you want all where now in Tabata. You're not gonna see a Nima say there right anymore. I'm making a job. And the next thing I will talk about here is yesterday I spoke one old man. And that's what the old man told me. Old man said, I'm Nima Mercy P. Johnson. And I asked, I said, why? They said, now that there's nobody but Nima that critical on the government that Prince Johnson do. And I agree with the old man. It's in the Johnson was living today. The reckless thing that going on with the government, you could push sure in the church. It's the Johnson living today, you are questioning this government, what's going on with Nima? But the Johnson gone. Who there? If you now only dancing with the devil now to get share or whatsoever going on. Do you expect you to talk anymore? No. If only Senator Johnson that will talk for the going to be afraid. So Nima anything will do the government will hear us because who is not in the government pocket. So it's another thing that we're gonna look at. The budget now, the particular budget, 1.2 million budget or billion budget is a groundhog meat. It's very sweet. Everyone get a share. If you know groundhog meat is sweet, how the budget looking now? Everybody get a share of the budget. So end of the people who in Muya, who in Belega, who in Boya Kuda, they will not get in for the budget. They only remain around go few guys. See, so at the end of the day, it's a groundhog meat. They're too sweet. Everybody get a share. So that's a skin. A skin. Look at Nima Monty, Nima resource 200 million senator fee. Is that going to affect the school in the interior in Nima? The school in Nima going to benefit? Teachers are in Nima, they're not getting paid. So now, let's talk about government, they are going to feel the impact? No. That 200 million, they're going to get a share. The people are getting a share. The speaker are getting a share. The pastor are getting a share. And our people who are dying for the money in Nima, they will do nothing. It is the people, the government, certain brother Lamanian people, and digging in the apologize to the Lamanian people for bringing them better to us.
Former NDR man, thank you very much.
I'm not finished yet, DJ. I'm not finished yet. I'm finished, DJ.
DK, you are not a moderator. No, DK, you are not a moderator. Please protect my brother.
Yeah, DK, you know, DK,
but you can't be doing this to my cousin Tiawe. You can't be doing this to cousin Tiawe, man.
So as I said, it was a good show, but see, I will, you know, I know you have a very position. I will close with this. You know, take the courage. What's going on in Lofa? I've been married a few years ago. You spoke against all this team and sisters doing it. I want to encourage you, brother. You are good son of Nima looking up to you, to people looking up to you. Be able to question what's going on in Lofa because the Foreign Minister said today it's a security project. You can't talk about it. Are you going to condemn it? What Nima benefit for the government? What one president Nima going to point out? What the president in Lofa? We want to pay the veteran mass. Come across so far. Who the VP? No, where you get a good CEO. Thank you.
Why you have to man looking dark at that? You like, bro?
No, that's where go.
Oh, okay.
Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. It has been a really wonderful conversation with all of you. Our guests for tomorrow will be announced in the chat room, but hope to see you guys tomorrow. Maybe Ama is here. I don't know whether his bossman will be appearing tomorrow, but maybe Ama bossman will be appearing. So I hope to see all of you. Have a pleasant good evening, good night, and good morning, depending on your location.